Hey everybody, I want to introduce you to our latest sponsor, Salt Electrolytes. Feeling depleted after a tough grappling session? Well, Salt targets your depleted electrolyte levels with a boost of hydration and health. It gives your body the baseline recovery it needs. Salt contains 6 different electrolytes with a touch of iodine to help maintain a healthy thyroid. No sugar, no dyes, no bullshit. Go earn your salt. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of the BJJ Foxcast. I am your host, Alex Martinez, and I'm here with my co-host, Alex Tojo Cray.
Hi.
Hi. And we're in the
this is weird.
We're in the Cigar Lounge tonight. My backyard. Perfect night.
It's weird because I don't know that you're talking to me. Because we don't have the headset on, or headphones, whatever you call them.
I mean, we can get headsets if you want.
No, it's okay. You already took 4 hours to set this up.
Dude, this is not easy, man. It seems easy.
You see how it's dark, ladies and gentlemen? It was light when we started.
It was light. It was a little light. It wasn't not like you're going to fucking drive without headlights light.
This is just proof that we don't only drink on the
That's right.
podcast.
We start fires and we smoke cigars.
Yeah. This is a good cigar. What is this one?
This is that Tatuaje Corojo that we like.
This is like my favorite one, right?
Yeah. I got this one. I got a little shorty one in case we want to light up another one.
I like these ones because you don't have to babysit them. Mm-hmm. Like you can set them down for like 10 minutes. You come back and it's still lit.
Still lit, man. It burns really well. Mm-hmm. So great job, Tatuaje. Another sponsor of the show.
Whoever they are. They're probably based out of New York.
Yeah.
White Plains, New York.
Yeah, man.
Isn't that where Corona's from?
Huh?
Isn't that where Corona's actually from?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Probably.
I thought you knew the...
I thought like it was a Brazilian company that owned it.
Oh, I thought you knew the origin of all Mexican beers.
No.
No? Oh, my bad.
I don't know the origin of any.
Pretty sure all the local ones aren't local.
No, probably not. No, like, I guess as soon as, like, you know, people could go to Mexico and on, like, spring break and not risk their lives doing it, you know, American companies decided, hey, let's buy up these beer companies, you know?
By risking your life, you mean alcohol poisoning.
Alcohol poisoning, number one. Yeah, top killer.
Yeah.
That and heart disease.
I don't know anybody who's gotten killed in Mexico.
No, I don't know either. I've never felt unsafe. As a matter of fact, Q's going to, like, Guadalajara, I think, maybe?
Guatemala?
Nah.
I thought he said Guatemala.
Guatemala, really?
Yeah,
That's another country. That's not Mexico.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know that, right?
Yeah, interesting.
Hey, let's get a map out.
Steven, get on that.
Yeah, put a map on the screen.
Yeah, put a map on the screen, buddy.
Show where Guatemala is.
Yeah.
Can we drive there?
I think we can. I don't know.
I think technically we can.
Yeah, we could technically drive. Probably
I was
most of the way
speaking
there.
of which, I was talking to Leo, and he was like, I was like, oh, you drove up? Man, fuck that drive. And, Leo's one of the guys from Galeana. And I was like, fuck that drive. How long did it take? And he's like, you've done it. I was like, bro, I fucking slept the whole way.
You did. Motherfucker, you did sleep the whole way.
I fucking time travel.
Oh, my God, dude. That was
I tell him, I lay backwards. I put my head on Kelsey's lap. I wake up. We're in Galeana.
Yep. And then Kelsey's just there to make sure I don't run off the road.
Yeah, because Q wasn't going to do that. Q's like, fucking drive off the road.
Yeah.
He's a bad influence on us.
Traveling with Q is like traveling with someone with Tourette's. He's watching a soccer game on his phone. Oh, my God. That was so funny, man.
I can't wait till we do it again.
We actually talked about it, man. We talked about going out there again.
I love hanging out with Q when we're not like, I mean, I like to party with Q too, but like,
Sure.
I think when we're just like, when we were like on the back patio, just kind of drinking, chilling.
Doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Riling him up.
He got riled.
It's
he got
fun.
riled. Yeah.
Whatever he said will remain a secret.
Yeah, man. We had a great day today, man. Speaking of like seeing Q, and we saw Samir there. Mm-hmm. And then I talked to Marcus Antelante, and he said he's going to like give me a heads up next time he's in town so we can do a podcast.
Was he here?
Yeah. Yeah, him. This is the first time.
Oh,
this is the first time he and Samir have both been at the tournament in a while.
Oh, I did see him. That's
Yeah.
right. I like, you know when you see someone but you don't register that you're who you're seeing? That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Samir, it was really funny. He was like walking and he was with one of the other refs, and I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" You know, he dabbed him up, you know, and gave him a big hug. and I'm like, oh yeah, hey, nice to meet you. Because it was totally just like,
good to see you too, pal.
Whoever you are.
Whoever you are. Yeah,
I love the tournaments when we have like all those guys in town.
Yeah, it's always cool, man. They're always like super nice, and then you see them like out of state and shit, and they're still fucking cool. You know what I mean? That's always nice.
You guys are just regular people,
just regular dudes, man.
Well, some of them
trying to make a living like everybody else.
Yep.
Yeah, we're speaking of making a living in jiu-jitsu, man. It's like I think maybe it was Gustavo Dantes.
I was gonna say it was definitely D.
No,
John Danaher.
I was asking him, like, I wish, like, the young guys that are, really putting in the time could actually make more money, you know what I mean, make a good living in jiu-jitsu. And he put it to me really well. He's like, he said, well, if you follow surfing, it's only the top 20 people that make a bunch of money. You know what I mean? Everybody else gets, like, sponsorships and they get to travel.
Sure.
They get their hotels paid for and stuff to be in those tournaments. But the reality is that it's only a select few that are making real money.
Yeah.
It's kind of like jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, and it sucks because, like, to be at that level, the amount of your life that you have to put into it,
ridiculous.
You don't get anywhere close to it.
No way.
I mean, well, again, that kind of depends. Like, if you want the accolades, you want the prestige of that, and that's like all you care about, then cool.
Yeah,
if that's true. All you really want out of it, because there's some people who have like
that's currency too, right? Yeah. I mean, to some people, yeah.
Because I mean, can't pay for my Corolla with prestige and all the other dumb shit I waste my money on.
You are right. You cannot pay for that Corolla with prestige. Hey, cheers, man. That's a good bottle.
Of course. I don't know what happened, but like Fry's scooped up like 1,000 of these bottles, so they're everywhere. Yeah. But everyone shouldn't listen. We should post this after I buy them all.
Right. Our editor in Tucson.
Editor and chef.
He gave us a big compliment. Said the last 2 podcasts were bangers.
Really?
Yeah, with Josh and then with Alex. He's like, this is what people love. And I'm like, I guess.
I was listening to that clip and one of the clips that you posted with Josh, and I was like, would someone tell that drunk idiot to shut the fuck up?
Me?
No, me.
You? Yeah, it's always funny. Like, I can feel us getting to that point where we're just getting fucking hammered. And I'm like, should I make a note of what we're saying? Because we may want to get rid of some of this shit.
No, we're not Paul.
No. Yeah, Paul, he got a little swifty, let's just say.
Swifty? Swifty's a good thing.
Yeah.
I know you haven't seen Rick and Morty, so you don't know.
No, but I guess we've kept it mostly PG, right? I mean, we drop F-bombs and talk shit, but we're not saying anything stupid.
Yeah. Would you, so that Leo, speaking of that Leo kid, I just want to go back to the tournament stuff.
Yeah.
Mario messaged me and he was like, hey man, thanks for coaching my guy. And I'm like, of course. And I always get this from like students and, now from like, someone else's coach that I helped coach or whatever. Yeah. And they're like, anything that he can work on. People, you ever roll with someone and they're like, hey, what do I need to work on?
Absolutely.
And then like, I'm always like, fuck, I wasn't really paying attention. We were just rolling.
Well, I got video. And I can tell you one thing that Leo needs to work on. Keep your fucking head down, Leo.
Oh God, I didn't tell Mario that yet. I was going to, but then I like wanted to give him a real answer first.
I really believe that he was just trying to please us because we were there to coach him.
Yeah,
and he was just like, "I'm listening, just so you know." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I even told this to I say this to my white belts too, man. When I'm coaching you, I'm mostly giving you recommendations. You pull the trigger. Like you're the pilot in charge of the plane. You get to decide where it lands. I'm just there to guide you.
I had $1 for every time I've ignored Paul. But he's such a nice kid. And you know what? The funny thing is, like, his English is so fucking good.
Perfect.
It's perfect English. And I, like, forget.
Yeah,
it's he's from Galeana. Mm-hmm. But I all those fucking guys from Galeana have perfect English. But, I remember, like, after that match, I was like, can I give you a recommendation? Listen with your ears, not with your eyes.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Got to listen with your ears. And that happens, dude. Like, you get distracted. I remember one time Josh Rodriguez was coaching me.
Never heard of her. And
he was like, dude, this is his fault. Because he was like, blah, blah, blah this, blah, blah, blah that. And then he goes, Alex. And I look up, and he's like, don't look at me. I'm like, make up your fucking mind.
I just want you to say, yes, Joshua.
Yes, Joshua. Hang on. Keep talking. I got to...
Why? Just let it not burn. Yeah, but then we won't be able to see. Oh. But yeah, that Leo's, he did really well. I mean, the first thing he said after his first match, he's like, "Man, the guy's," he's like, "Man, went really fast." And he was like, and I was like, "What do you mean? You would like you? It's not like he got submitted in the first match, but like he didn't get submitted like quickly." And he meant like the pace that kid was putting on him was like really fast, because that guy he trains with Josh at Roots. That kid's good. He's really. I think he double golded today.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen him lose that kid.
Yeah, he's super fucking good. Which, you know, you never want to tell a kid right before he fights somebody, be like, "Hey, this guy," except for John Danaher, he'll tell you that you have no chance. But
he tells me all the time.
you know, you're talking, but you're not on your mic, so. I think that's the funniest thing. He's like, "Oh, you can't win this one."
Oh my God! Yeah, he is always pointing out He's always pointing out that how I can't win.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what your athletes need to hear, but right before they compete. Even if you don't believe they're going to win.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely times where you're like, this person's not ready to compete, or whatever.
Paul once had me thinking that I could hold my own with Jose Carlos if I saw him in the quarterfinal. I was like, I don't even believe that, Paul. You cannot believe that.
I believe I could.
No, you can't.
Yeah, easily.
I guarantee you can't.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's it. What division are you?
Yeah, Masters 27.
All right, I'm going to do
I think
it.
he's Masters 4 still.
Can I go up a master?
He's younger than me.
You should be able to go up an age group if you go up a weight also.
That is fair. That is fair.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that is fair.
So if you're featherweight, you can do lightweight, say you're Masters 2. You can do lightweight Masters 3.
Yeah. I will say this, man, about today's tournament. Everybody that was doing the tournament, like everybody that was watching, like all my teammates that came, and not just my teammates, other people, like the subject of Jiu-Jitsu World League always came up.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm a little partial to the AZBJJL because they are the ones who really proved that tournaments could do well in Arizona.
I was talking to George about that.
Kick that cable away so it doesn't burn.
Fucking table.
I'm a little nervous about that cable.
Cable? This cable?
Yeah, that cable, yeah.
It's like 10 feet away.
It's not 10 feet away. All right, and you were talking to George? If it melts, I'll just get another one.
I want you to think about your engine bay and all the wiring that's in your engine bay and how close it is to like your exhaust system. That
I hope your fucking foot melts. I hope your Crocs are fine and your fucking foot melts.
That fucking cable's fine. I'll buy you a new one if it burns. It's not going to burn.
Okay. Fair.
I'll bet your life on it.
What if I throw it in the fire? I mean, a cable, bitch.
You said it wasn't going to burn.
Anyway, you're talking to George.
I was talking to George about it. It was like the Jiu-Jitsu World League puts on a really good tournament. It's a very competitor-focused tournament.
Yeah.
Where you get 2 fights, you get to fight for bronze. I think that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Their rule set, like, let's be fucking real. The only like rule set that anybody really needs to be worrying about is IBJJF.
Agreed.
Because that's the ADCC. Okay, maybe, but like the reality,
ADCC is garbage.
It is garbage.
Yeah, it's garbage.
But the reality is unless you're like a fucking pro, like a real pro,
that's different.
Unless you're a real pro, the ADCC means nothing.
Yeah, that's different. The ADCC was designed for professionals.
Yeah,
they're just allowing the hobbyists to do like their rule set.
Oh, you mean they're getting money?
And quite honestly, how much money are they really getting? I bet they spend more than they make. There's no way those tournaments are that successful.
They might, and I hope they're successful. I mean, like, it's cool that there's
I want people to make money for sure.
There's cool that there's like a no-gi-focused tournament, especially like the one thing that the IBJJF I think does a little too much is worries about the health of their competitors.
I guess so.
That was tongue in cheek in case you guys didn't catch on.
Yeah, they err on the side of caution. That's for sure.
But I mean, the reality is there's some submissions where I'm like, come on, what the fuck are we doing? Let's let everyone, like, I don't think a knee bar or a toe hold is any more dangerous necessarily than a arm bar or a shoulder lock.
Yeah,
they're both debilitating. If you blow out your elbow, I would argue that's probably a little more debilitating, especially because most people do like some sort of like office-ish job.
Yeah.
Or even if you're like working retail, like you can hobble along with a busted knee.
Yeah.
You're not like a running back.
Yeah.
Where you blow your knee out, that's the end of your career.
Yeah. I remember there was a guy named Jake.
Watson?
Back in the day. No, Jake. He was. I only remember his name because we call him Jake from State Farm. And
wait, the white one or the black one?
The white one.
Okay.
There's a black Jake.
The new one is his name is he's Jake from State Farm, but he's the black guy.
Okay, I don't know. I haven't seen him yet.
Someone's like, no, it's not. It's something else.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, whatever.
Anyway, he was like a surgeon, and I was like, dude, you need to not do this.
I know, fucking up your hands the whole time.
Yeah, dude. Like, you make your money with your hands. Look how fucked up our hands are.
Have you ever seen a surgery? This is another thing I was talking to someone else about. Have you ever seen a surgery, like a knee surgery?
No, not in like real life. No.
Woodworking tools, especially the hammer, are involved. It's like there's a reason you fucking are super sore the next day after when you get out of surgery. They beat the shit out of you. They beat the fucking shit out of you.
Wow.
Like for like something like an ACL, like they're fucking shit up.
Right.
Oh, it's gnarly.
For an ACL.
Well, think about where your ACL is. Your ACL is like inside the knee joint. It's not like the MCL and LCL where they're on the outside.
Yeah.
Like you have to break open all of this shit, and the way that they repair it a lot of the times is like you kind of are basically like drilling in from the top or the bottom, and you have to reattach it. Like you kind of have to make some damage to fix it.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing how like bones repair themselves, you know. So
yeah.
I
mean, it's amazing that you could just like take a ligament or a tendon or whatever and just be like, you live here now.
Yeah.
And then it just does.
Yeah.
You know? But back to the Jiu-Jitsu World League thing, it was like, it's a cool tournament if you just want to compete and and you don't care about like going and doing Pans, Nationals, Worlds, Euros, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But if those are your goals, is like to have the real accolades in Jiu-Jitsu, it doesn't prepare you for that.
Correct.
The rule set's different. The points are different. You don't get that second chance.
Right.
Which the second chance is not really a second. It's a second chance to get on the podium, not a second chance at. You could like if you lose your first round, you can get to bronze.
Sure.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Right. Which is not an option. You losing the first round, you're fucked. You're out. You know, for IBJJF. Which I think the better way to do it is single elimination. Fight for bronze, like the two guys who took bronze. If you're going to do like where there can only be one person at bronze, not having the bronze bracket, but that's just my opinion.
Well, you can stick your opinion up your ass. However, no, I'm just kidding.
I'm trying to stick it up yours.
No, I totally agree, man. It's because we're kind of biased because we were brought up in that, you know, if you're going to be a world champion, you got to be an IBJJF world champion kind of, you know, what would you call it? Life, I guess.
Yeah.
And now these guys, you know, like the new guys, it's a whole different era. Like, I don't want to say they don't get it because I mean they're going through their own shit. Like it, you know, they're looking at it through their eyes, not mine.
Yeah.
But we were always like, all the people we looked up to wanted to be IBJJF champions. So that's kind of like our mindset. Because no one can take it away from you. Yeah.
Once you become, even if you start diddling kids.
Yeah. Oh, yikes. Ooh. Are we going there?
I mean,
we're going to have to.
I opened the door. Now we have to walk through it.
You open the back door, so to speak. Yeah,
we don't have to go there yet. We can stick to the tournament stuff for a little. Well, there's a couple more things I want to talk about that. Like, so I was talking to George about like the rule sets and stuff, and he was talking about one of the kids that trains at his actual school.
Yeah.
Who was, you know, competing really. It was doing had a match at Jiu-Jitsu World League. It was doing really well. Ended up being tied, and he in his thighs he was like, all right, you did the most. You're gonna win. And then the other guy got the nod because he scored last.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I've won a match like that.
And he was mad, and not mad, but like kind of like, what the fuck? You know, like that kind of thing. Like half the people are because they don't fucking know this rule.
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, and he was like, I listened to you and Alex talk about it, how you got to learn the rules of whatever tournament you're doing. He's like, I didn't know the rules at the time, but I was mad. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it's just how it is. Like, and that's the thing. It's like, if you like Jiu-Jitsu World League, fucking go do Jiu-Jitsu World League. It's cool. It's a great
tournament.
They do put on a good good tournament. They're just as organized as the best of them.
Yep.
I love how they do, like, if you're in the 3 o'clock bracket, they say if you're in the 3 o'clock bracket, go weigh in.
Go to the bullpen. Yeah, go to the bullpen.
Go weigh in, go get checked, all that shit. I love that where there's none of that, like, check the board. check the board.
Check the board. Yeah.
That bullshit, which is never like on time, or it's either late or early. It's like never like right where it needs to be.
I check in as soon as I see my name, and it seems like I'll check in, and then my competitor will check in, and we'll be the only guys ready to go. So we go way early.
Yeah.
Which is great. I want to go early, but I mean, you already got it in your head. Like, I don't go until, 1:45 or whatever it is. Now it's like 1:15 and you're going on the mat. You're like,
you're not mentally ready.
You're not mentally
You're
ready.
mentally ready for like the actual time. You're
Yeah.
like, all right, you kind of have to psych yourself up a little bit, which I mean, I guess that depends on like how serious you're taking yourself or not. Like, I don't really care.
I don't really take myself that seriously, but
yeah.
But I mean, I put in a lot of preparation for those matches, so I just want them to be on time.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And it's for better or for worse. It's like that's the way to do it. Like to like get the matches going.
Yeah. And early's better than late. Like, I get it. You know?
But there should also never be like dead time. Like,
right.
When you're like everyone's looking around and they're like, why the fuck is no one going right now?
Yeah.
And it's not like intermission. Like between the kids and the adults or whatever.
Yeah.
I get it. Everyone needs to take a break. Like, especially after the kids. The kids are a fucking mess. Dealing with like shitty parents, crying kids, like all that kind of shit. Like, I get it. I get it. But like when you're like mid adult section and then there's like matches where like it's like cycled through.
Yeah.
I know I'm like, what's it called? Armchair quarterbacking right now, but
yeah, I mean, the one thing I did notice today is, especially with the kids, because I watch reactions a lot, and I think the parents did pretty well today. The coaches did really well today. A lot of good sportsmanship on the coach's part.
I didn't see any drama today.
No drama, but I think there were a lot of kids that were just like I understand being emotional when you lose, but a lot of these kids have not learned to lose yet.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't learned that lesson.
Honestly,
yet.
but that's what these in-state tournaments are for.
Yes, but one thing that I read that I really, really liked is somebody wrote, like, if your kid loses, let them lose.
Yeah.
Don't make excuses for them like, oh, that kid was way bigger.
100%.
Or you went up a weight class,
Yes.
or you're in with the bigger kids or whatever, because that doesn't serve them at all.
How many times you see like a guy who's like goes in? It's usually the big tournaments, Pans, Worlds, whatever, and they lose in the first round, and they're like, had a rough weight cut, I was underweight, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like excuse after excuse.
Yeah.
I'm like, I lost.
Yep, there are guys.
I don't even post about it. I don't I don't care.
There are guys that'll say like everything was perfect. Guy was just better. You know what I mean? I'll never say that someone's better than me, but I'll say like, hey, he got the best of me.
Have you ever seen Count of Monte Cristo?
I have not. No, we saw it. You and I saw it. Yeah, but there were.
Was that in Vegas?
Yeah, there were substances involved.
Oh, we were drunk.
Yeah, we were drunk.
Oh, were we though? Because I thought you were gonna. You competed last. I mean, I drank the whole time. Like, I do not take competition seriously.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yes, but we did see it.
But so king of the moment, right? And I think there's a lot to be said about like competing, being you're the king of the moment.
Yeah, because
assuming you're not completely outclassed, because that does happen.
It does happen,
right? Like if I were to roll with, there's nobody who can outclass me.
Oh, I can name 7 people.
But
you can wake me up from a drunken stupor. I'll name 4.
You're like, oh, cute, because you know. But you know what I mean? Like, unless you're completely outclassed, like a lot of times it's like, I could have won that just as easily as that person could have, right?
Yeah.
You just happened to be that day that person put all the, had the best hand.
Yeah.
Right. And it happens. We've all been to those matches where you're like, you get off the mat and you're like, I could have won that.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely, dude.
I always think back about that Masters Worlds match where I lost because I heard the alarm go off on the other match and I let go of my submission.
Yep. Yeah, that was...
All I had to do was hold on. I would have got the advantage and won.
Yep. And he got the advantage and won.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like king of the moment.
Yep.
Right? Or I think maybe it's of the day. But I think that's a really cool statement, and I think it is really applicable to jiu-jitsu. See, now you're going to have to fucking babysit this thing the whole podcast.
I made it better.
Did you? Because it looks like it's going out.
No. It's look at this. It's flaming up, baby.
This
flaming
shitty Jays wood.
Yeah, fucking Jays. Yeah, that king of the moment. That is a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
But everyone's had that, like, well, I don't know about everybody, but like I feel like most people have had those matches where you're like, I could do no wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
Where everything, you just fucking nail everything.
Dude, there was like, I think it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I won my first 2 matches, and I'm like, I can't lose today.
Yeah.
I just can't lose today. Like I'm
that when you went up like 3 weight divisions in Phoenix Open?
No.
That
was a Master Worlds. And I was like, there's no way I lose today. And then I lost. And I was devastated because I had it in my head that I was going to win that day. You know what I mean? Like, I've never said that to myself. Like, there's no way I lose today. You know what I mean? There's always a possibility.
I don't ever talk myself into, like, not saying this is what you did, but, like, I remember at Pans when I was a white belt, my very first Pans, I had, like, which is probably how you should be thinking, but, like, I don't know. I think it's probably more detrimental than it is beneficial. I think you should have a realistic view of like your skill, your ability. But like I had talked myself
That's maybe why you lose.
Huh?
That might be why you lose.
I lost when I didn't do that too. So, so at Pans, like I was like, it was in my mind. I'm like, I'm getting promoted right after this. You know, like I'm fucking ready to win this.
Yeah.
And I win my first match. Cool. My second match, I lose. And I was like, what do I know?
Right.
You know, at that point, you're like starting to question. Like,
it's so hard, man.
You know?
Yeah.
And I that was like the one and only, that was the first time I like cried after a match. Like was like so upset that like it made me tear up. That Worlds match where I lost it myself.
Yeah.
That one fucked me up.
Fuck, dude. It's so hard because like.
For different reasons.
It means nothing. It doesn't define you. But there's just something about.
I don't think that's fair to say.
Well, it doesn't define you as an individual. It's not your identity.
Sure, but it does mean a lot.
It means a lot, yeah. And I can't tell you. I could not intelligently tell you why it means so much because anybody outside of our jiu-jitsu circle doesn't give a fuck.
I would say it has no extrinsic value, but it does have intrinsic value.
Absolutely,
right?
Yes.
Because like,
and the day
we all want our $5 medals.
The day I find out what those fucking words mean, I'm gonna be so in agreement with you.
You can't take that quote unquote gold medal to the bank and cash it.
You can't.
But
it means a lot.
But you wouldn't sell it for a fucking $1 million.
Yeah.
Actually, I would. I would throw a match for $1 million.
Yeah, I look at guys like
you didn't want to touch that one?
I'm sorry, say that again?
I said I wouldn't throw a match for $1 million, and I was like, oh wait, yes I would.
For $1 million?
Hey, if I give you $1 million, will you throw this match? In a heartbeat.
But by the way, you're gonna have to give me another $1 million to quit doing it because I'll throw every match from here on out.
Whoa! I didn't say you had to get hurt too. I thought you paid me double if I broke my arm.
Yeah.
Oh god,
yeah, dude.
But you know what I mean? Like, there is no like real value in it other than it's like that. It's a sense of an accomplishment that you can't just be given.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. And I was telling that kid, one of my kids today. He's a juvenile, fought in the adult division. I was very impressed with him. He did really well. I told him, man, there's no shortcuts. I mean, all you're doing today is gathering data.
Yeah.
Figure out where you are. And then you work on it. That's all there is. That's all there is. Figure out where you are, work on your deficiencies, come back better. Mm-hmm. And oh, by the way, that might not be enough. And you just gather more data, you know, and you work on it and you come back.
Thinking of it like that, comparing it to like money is like actually pretty apt because if you think about it, like you can win the lottery, cool. You can't win the lottery with jiu-jitsu. I mean, other than like if you like show up and there's no one there, but that's not really winning.
Yeah.
You didn't really earn that, right?
Yeah.
No one gives up. Like some people will make that Facebook post or Instagram post like, "Oh, I won gold today," and but no one showed up. You're like,
"Yeah,
what are you fucking writing about?"
There was a guy back in the day. He would post that shit like there was nobody in his division or the open, and he would come back with like double gold and be like, "I want to thank God for giving me the strength to compete and all this shit."
Making my other guys teammates sick and quit.
Yeah,
but like you can win the lottery. You can but you can also like work really hard and not make money.
Yeah,
you can work really hard and make a lot of money. Mm-hmm. that's pretty accurate as far as like jiu-jitsu goes. Like,
Yeah.
you can work really fucking hard and still lose.
Yeah. Nick Saban said.
Who's that?
Nick Saban is some fucking guy.
Fucking guy. But
Nick Saban said that results are a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
If you focus on the process, like for example, somebody else like was showing like an Alabama game, and it's like fucking 42-10 in the fourth quarter with like a minute and change left.
Can I pause you for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
You were worried about this cable fucking cooking when it's like a foot away from this thing. There's a dried up leaf on the edge of this fucking fire, just looking at that fire like, fuck you.
All right, you win. But anyway, like, they were so in tune with thinking about the process that the quarterback and the center were arguing about some fucking call or whatever. Like, the game was won. You know what I mean? The game was won. And they're still arguing about, like, trying to be better, you know, thinking about, like, no, this is not how we do it. You fucked up. No, you fucked up. And I think that's a really good thing to think about, because if you focus on the process, the results are what they are.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? You could win or you could lose. It just is what it is.
It's funny because I've seen, like, football games like that where it's, like, they're up, like, 48-3. And they're like, it's fourth quarter, and they're still doing like they all do like the fucking, like, they run out their timeouts or whatever at the end. I'm like, what are you even doing that for?
Yeah, that's the other side of it, right? That's just being a dick.
Right. But I mean, it's like, that's the process. That's how you should run a game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's really important for people in jiu-jitsu to think about that, though. Like, because when you're talking about like a match, your kid, Roderick, he's my boy. Yeah, he's a great guy. The match that you weren't there for?
The one that he won?
Yeah. Weird.
He won one when I was there also.
He was wrecking this kid in points.
Yeah.
And ended up in the kid's close guard. And I'm telling him, like, just fucking chill. Just stay here. You have a minute and like 20 seconds or something like that. It's like, you can eat a penalty.
Yeah.
Just fucking eat it.
Yeah.
You're up in points. And then the kid starts like looking to like choke him like from the close guard, and I'm like telling him how to defend like this cross collar choke or whatever, and I'm like, you could like literally like be up in points and just get submitted.
Yes.
Right? You gotta play. You still gotta play the tight game.
Yep.
Like defend yourself.
You can't make a stupid mistake when you're ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't think of a time that's ever happened to me where I was up in points and I lost, but I've seen it happen a lot.
Yeah. No, I'm really good about stalling when I'm up on points.
Stalling, I don't remember if you remember, but like Jiu-Jitsu World League, I was a brown belt. It was like right after COVID came, like the first tournament after COVID.
That fucker went to like almost midnight.
Not for us. We left. But you remember how like shitty that tournament was run? That was like one of the worst tournaments ever.
It was pretty bad.
But I remember that was my first no-gi tournament.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I was at brown belt. I won my first match, and I remember that last minute, I was up in points, and I'm like, I'm just going to fucking stall this out. And I just fucking elbows into his hip, bit down real hard, and was just like, rode it out.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know, doing everything he fucking can to like try to get open.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, that's one of those, no guts, I got some glory.
Yeah.
You know, but like, you could totally fuck that up. Like, if you don't know how to, it's kind of like, it feels kind of corny to be like, you got to learn how to stall, but you really do.
Well, you got to learn how to play within the rule set, right?
It's the rule set, exactly.
You don't want to do something stupid, get fucking armbarred because you're trying to be a fucking hero.
Mm-hmm.
But it is pretty satisfying running the score up on somebody and then submitting them. That's pretty satisfying.
That goes wrong, I feel like, more often than not.
Sure, yeah.
Where you're like, oh, and then you all of a sudden, now the score is turning.
Yeah.
I mean, and luckily a lot of people have like, hopefully they've built up enough points where they can eat maybe a sweep or two. And
yeah, I honestly, I've made things more interesting than they needed to be because I was trying to do something fucking stupid.
Something cute.
Yeah. Up on points, I try to get cute. Next thing you know, I'm on bottom going, fuck, he's about to pass.
I don't know if I've ever like tried to be cute about something and like, I don't know. I always like, I don't know, like that's my autism is like playing the perfect game.
Yeah. Trying.
Yeah. Trying to play the perfect game or like, hey, if you mount somebody in a tournament, You stay right there.
Game over. Yeah, I hope that's game over.
I'm taking a nap.
Yep.
Like, this motherfucker better, like, do everything he can to get out from under me because I'm up in points. I'm staying. And I don't have to move.
Yeah, well, that's a... Ben was mounted on some kid. And I was like, Ben. And I kind of give him the take it easy sign. And he's there for like a good 10, 15 seconds. And then he looks up at me, goes, and he mouths, am I stalling? I'm like, no, you're not stalling. Like, when you're mounted, it's on them.
Good for him, though. I'm happy for him.
I'm very proud of him.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm proud of him anyway. He's a good kid.
I wouldn't be proud of him if he lost, but...
Yeah,
you know.
there's that losing thing that you just can't...
Yeah. You know what? You should try another school.
Yeah.
No, but that was really cool. I saw, you know, he was the first person I saw. Dude, I was like, when I called you to like, what are they called? Warehouse? What do they call them? A, B, C. Fieldhouse?
Fieldhouse, yeah.
I was like, what field house are we? Because I'm like, I'm walking around. I'm like, I'm driving around because that's usually how I figure it out. I'm like, all right, all the gi dorks are walking over here. And I'm walking around. I'm like, volleyball, baseball. Volleyball, baseball. And I'm like, where is everybody?
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to like having kids walking in with their fucking gis on and their belts on and everything.
This was not a big tournament.
It was not.
It was not a big turnout.
Yeah.
I was...
But that's the reality of having too many fucking tournaments.
We have way too many.
And that's not like an AZBJJL thing. That's just like, there's AZBJJL, there's NAGA, there's
Grappling
Jiu-Jitsu
X.
World League, Grappling X, Tap Cancer Out,
Yeah.
Grappling Industries. There's so many fucking
Tap
tournaments.
Cancer Out is not coming to Arizona anymore.
Because it was too small last time?
Well, the past few tournaments have been really, really a poor turnout.
It doesn't surprise me because the market is flooded here with as far as tournaments go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it was kind of the reason IBJJF quit doing the Phoenix Open.
Yeah, for a while. Yeah.
And I mean, I think it kind of like there was an upswing for a little bit after that. I think post-COVID, it was like, all right, now everyone was like super excited to compete again.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, we'll come back to Phoenix.
Yep.
But I think it's getting back to that because even the Phoenix Open is like nothing.
It's not on the schedule.
How many were there last year? How many? There was 4 mats.
4 mats. It's not even worth coming.
No.
That field house is not cheap. And for 4 mats, no thank you.
But what do you do? It's not like you can be like, Grappling Industries can't come here, Naga can't come here. Like,
right.
you can't
do that. Of course not. Yeah. Let's pause.
Why?
Because that fire's driving me crazy.
See, I told you. Just throw the whole fucking thing on. We're not pausing. Josh, don't listen to this idiot. This whole fucking fire idea was his idea. It's a stupid idea because now you're babysitting a fucking fire the whole time. What do you call this? Fixing it? Does it need your help? Does it need a binky? You're lucky there's no fucking wind. I hope it... Oh, actually, it looks like it's coming all your way.
No, it's going straight up. All right, where were we?
We're just keep talking about how...
Too many tournaments.
There's too many tournaments, but, like, there's not really anything you can do. Like, the only thing that we can do is, like, as a community, decide to only support
but
one or two, which is, like, kind of like...
not cool either.
It's not, but, like, there are some tournaments that just shouldn't be supported. As bad as that is to say, they're just, like, the quality isn't there. It's not really worth the time of the competitors. I think AZBJJL and... Did I put too many Z's in that?
No, you're good.
Okay. And Jiu-Jitsu World League, I think, honestly, are the only 2 tournaments that should really be supported here.
Yeah.
Tap Cancer Out, I think, is a good cause, so I think it's worth, like, supporting.
I think
They should quit doing the free black belt thing, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Black belts can get cancer just as easily as anybody else, so it's like, why the fuck are you doing that?
And, man, I'll tell you what, man, like, it's an opportunity to do this shit for a cause, and people will pass on it.
As opposed to just... this sounds harsh, but, like, lining some guy's pockets. Like,
yeah.
Which, like, I get it. Like, that's... Money makes the world go round. That's just the reality of the world we live in. But, like, yeah, I think it's a good cause. I don't know the numbers, like, how much they donate, so I don't know how that works.
Go on their website. It's a lot.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I mean, and good for them. And I think I think it's a cool organization. I think they do a lot of good as far as I can tell. I mean,
dude, if you want to do that tournament for free, raise money. They literally tell you raise money and you can do it for free.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. That's
and it's
true.
not a ton of money. It's like $250.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it's not coming out of your pocket anyway. You're having people donate.
So if you didn't raise money, it's $250 entry fee.
I don't remember.
Because if that's the case, I feel like they're kind of pricing themselves out.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, but primarily they want you to raise money for cancer.
Yeah. And like, do you know any
not for cancer? We're anti-cancer.
Anti-cancer. I'm trying to make cancer work. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Let's get rid of some of these people. No, but like, I don't. Who doesn't know somebody who's been touched by cancer?
There isn't a single person, I don't think, man, that like has not been affected.
At least,
by it.
Even if they don't know it, someone in their life has.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and it just like, what a good cause.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like you're dropping money into a bucket that just gets burnt alive because it's like, it seems like there's no winning this battle, but
yeah,
which sucks. But like they make strides, and the reality of cancer is it's like it's such a moving target.
Yeah. I remember as a kid when my sister got sick, she had leukemia, and she survived it, but it was like
out of spite.
Out of spite. She's fucking too mean for cancer. But she was maybe 4 years old.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
She was.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, she was a little bitty. I might have been like 10 or 11. Mm-hmm. And I remember
that's a Mexican family if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, I remember going out to MD Anderson Hospital in Houston, and we stayed at the Ronald McDonald House.
Okay.
I mean, that's
is
one
that
of those,
even still a thing?
I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. But I guess what I'm saying is like, dude, if you drop 50 cents into that little fucking, that thing at the stores or whatever, like just donate whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally, like, otherwise we could not have gone as a family.
Yeah.
It'd probably just been my mom or something out there by herself with my sister who was, for all intents and purposes, dying.
Yeah.
Right in front of her, so.
Same with like Make-A-Wish and stuff like that.
Yeah, all that
it's
shit,
like,
man.
All that stuff. It's like that money doesn't come out of nowhere.
Right. So to say it affected me directly is an understatement. Like my dad died of cancer. My mom died of cancer.
My mom and I were the last people to see my dad alive.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I remember he was dying from melanoma.
Yeah.
And we were at the hospital. We walk in because he's like basically has been in a hospital bed for fucking a week. So he had this like big fucking grizzly beard, but he was like not there.
Yeah.
He wasn't like, he's basically just on drugs.
Yeah.
So we're basically coming into the room to like shave him, and she like realizes like, oh, he's completely unresponsive. So she calls the nurse in, and they like, they come in, do their thing or whatever, and they're like, pronounce him dead. It's like, dude, it's fucking rough.
Yeah,
man.
dude.
And that was his second fight.
Yeah.
Because he had a fight with cancer before I was born.
Wow.
Was in remission all the way up until I was 10 years old.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Cancer don't give a fuck.
Cancer don't give a fuck. That's
Yeah,
why
dude.
kids get it, old people get it.
Yeah.
Everyone in between.
Yeah, dude. It sucks.
God,
Is that your last memory of your dad?
I mean, it is the last thing.
I know, but like, do you remember him a different way? Or
Yeah.
is that how you remember him?
You know what's funny is I do. So growing up, my brother and I had nannies. I remember one of our nannies hated my dad so much that she told CPS that he was touching us.
What?
Yeah. I remember having CPS come to the house, and they're like, they did the whole like on this doll, like, has your dad ever touched you here? And I'm like, no. What the fuck? Like, I remember, well, I didn't say what the fuck because I was like a kid.
Yeah.
But I remember like thinking, like, this was before he died. I remember being like 8 or 9 maybe.
Wow.
And being so confused, be like, no, what, why?
Yeah.
But like thinking about it in hindsight, I was like, that fucking bitch.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah. And it's just like but I mean.
I don't know. You are so fired.
Yeah. Well,
you are so fucking fired.
I think it was because she got fired. She like was like, oh, I saw this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't even remember which nanny it was because we had a handful of them. My mom is a fucking. She can be ruthless. She manages restaurants. So,
oh yeah.
So
yeah.
She kind of that's just the vibe, right?
Yeah.
So like that's why like when we go to a restaurant, I know the bare minimum. If you can't do the bare minimum,
Yeah.
I have no fucking sympathy for
Right.
you.
Yeah.
Like you come to even if you're busy, you come to a table. You like like as soon as they sit down, hey, I'm busy. I'll be right with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's easy.
Yep.
Takes no time.
Yep. And here's what you don't do. When I was a server, this is one of the best tips I ever got from one of my coworkers who was like a lifelong waiter. I thought he was a loser. You know what I mean? But you can make really good money as a server. I didn't know that at the time, right? But he told me, he goes, when you see a table that's having a great time, don't interrupt them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. If they're laughing and joking and all, they'll
Give
call
them another
you
minute.
over.
Give them another minute.
Yep. Just like, don't make eye contact. Just look at the table, and they'll be like, that's when you go.
You know
over.
what's funny though? It's like it's a skill that you can't even really learn it. You have to just kind of like know how to do it. Where like you want to be.
You want to be invisible.
Well, no, not necessarily. You want to be liked. You want to be funny. You want them to enjoy your presence, but you want them to forget you the second you leave.
Yes. That's a perfect way to put it. Yes.
Right, and you can't teach that.
No, you're right. But that was a really good lesson I learned.
Because
like,
don't interrupt them. You know when you get that like server who wants to stick around and like basically give you their stand up, and you're like, bro,
okay,
all right, that's a little. You can leave.
Yeah, right.
Like you were funny, but like fuck off. You know, it's like
cool
knowing
story, bro.
when to fuck off
Yeah.
is a really
It's
valuable
a skill.
skill.
It's a skill, man. Yeah, it's yeah. I'll never forget that lesson that I got, and it served me well, man. It served me really well.
But back to my dad. I used to like my dad was a fucking nerd, and then finding out from my older brother, me and my brother are my little brother who's a cop. We're like a year and a half apart.
Okay.
We have a half brother who's from my dad's previous marriage, and he's like, I think he's 10 or 15 years, somewhere between 10 and 15 years older than us.
Okay.
And he told us, he's like, dude, yeah, when he was like those last couple of years, that motherfucker was high the entire time.
No shit.
And I had no clue because I was fucking 8, 9, 10 years old, whatever.
Yeah.
So I had no fucking clue.
Why is dad so happy all the time?
But I remember like we'd come in, like they had a TV in the room. Me and my little brother. I don't remember my little brother, but I remember like coming in and we'd jump in my parents' gigantic bed, right? Because it's king size bed, and we're like kids, so that means it's fucking like the size of a whole room.
Yeah.
Right. You jump in there, and we're watching fucking Star Trek Next Generation with our dad. You know, like just being fucking nerds,
eating Doritos.
Yeah, just being fat kids. That's what I remember. It's like just playing
cool.
games. And
I'm happy for you that you remember shit like that, because it'd be really hard for that to be like the only thing that comes to mind.
I have a very vivid memory of I can't remember where we were. It was somewhere high elevation. I can't remember if it was in Colorado, if it was somewhere here. We were in like some mountain city or town, and we were at a gift shop, and I wanted this Blue Jay magnet because you're a little kid, right?
Sure,
you're just like you just fixate on something. You're like, I want that.
Yeah.
And my dad looks at me and he's like, if you can tell me what kind of bird that is, I'll buy it for you. And I'm like, that's a Blue Jay. And this guy who was just happened to be like kind of overhearing, he's like, well, now you have to buy it for him.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's one of those like core memories that I'll never forget that one. It was just like, I remember that. And I was like,
that's a cool memory.
It's a cool one to think back on.
So for a long time, the last memory of my dad for a long time, I shouldn't say a long time. It seemed like long because I was really young.
Yeah.
But like,
in like a week, you're like, oh, that's a year.
Yeah. Yeah, was him leaving when he left, and it was turmoil. It was turmoil. Like my whole
when your
life.
parents split, you mean?
Yeah,
yeah.
When my parents didn't split, my dad left.
Yeah,
big difference.
Fair.
But we left our house because the mortgage wasn't being paid.
Yeah.
And
you just like had to abandon the house.
We had to leave the house. Yeah, we had to leave it, and then we ended up in a 4 of us because my oldest brother was in the Navy at the time. 4 of us are living in a 1-bedroom apartment. You know what I mean? And my mom got us into a 3-bedroom apartment, which seemed like a mansion when you're living in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Good for her, though.
Huh?
Good for her.
She's a dude. My mom was an animal, dude. She was an animal. She was like, she was tough.
Yeah.
Any toughness I have comes from her. Doesn't come from any man. You know what I mean?
So you didn't get any toughness from her then?
I didn't get any toughness from her.
Okay.
Just a weakling. No. So fuck, maybe it skips a generation. But no, she's an animal. Was. And so for a while, that was my memory of him, and I was just fucking angry all the time, you know?
Yeah.
And
How old are you?
16, like right when
So you're angry because you're 16, but you're also angry because of the whole
that
situation.
just fueled the fire,
Yeah.
right? I mean, the furnace was already fucking hot, you know what I mean? Didn't even want any more coal. So back in the day, we used to use coal.
What's that?
Everything. It's coal. It's coal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pre-nuke. We use coal. But I remember I was 20. I was in the Navy, and I was going through maybe 21. I was maybe 21, and I was going through my MP school in San Antonio, and got a hold of my brother. I said, "Hey, man, I'm back in Texas. I want to get together with you." And then he goes, "Hey, I'm going to Dad's on whatever weekend. Why don't we just come out and grab you?" And I'm like, okay. My dad lived in Laredo, which is a couple hours from.
But at the time, you were still kind of like, I kind of hate this guy.
It was fuck him. It was fuck him all the way. So these two fucking guys picked me up in my
brothers?
My brother and my dad.
Okay.
They picked me up in my dad's Blazer. He had a red Blazer. Back when they still made a big Blazer.
Yeah.
In like the 90s. Remember when they came back? And
Oh, yeah.
had a big, so he had one. 2-door. And they are fucking hammered, dude. So they're like, you're going to have to drive back.
Back when drinking and driving, it's like, meh.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so we drove up the 35 north to go to Laredo. Whatever the fuck north, I guess.
From Houston?
From San Antonio.
What's that in relation?
Houston to San Antonio, about 8 hours. San Antonio is about 8 hours west.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we had to go north to Laredo, where my dad lived.
Why is Texas so fucking big?
It's fucking huge, dude. And
Europe is like, oh, we got a big country. It's like, bro, this state is the size of your whole continent.
yeah. So I get to my dad's house, and it's a big, beautiful house on a fucking golf course. I may have told you the story already, but big, beautiful house on a golf course, and my fucking anger was just boiling, dude. And I'm
Because
like,
you were like, you're with your mom struggling.
yeah, dude, like
Yeah.
mom's struggling, you know, she's scraping whatever she can, like, and I'm like, fuck this guy, fuck him, fuck his family, because he had already remarried, and his then wife, had 2 kids. They were cool. The kids were cool. Like, we got along pretty well. Like, you know, like, they became sisters almost right away because they were really cool. Mm-hmm. But I was like, fuck this guy. And I was there for about 6 weeks, so I'd kind of go up and back to my dad's. I went there about 3 times. Second time was to pick up a truck of his to use in San Antonio, and the third time was to drop it off.
Okay.
And I remember the third time was right before I went from the U.S. to Panama.
Which we still need to go.
I'd love to. I would love to. You have no idea how bad I want to go back. I actually, when we talked about it last time, I got on Google Earth and I'm trying to find my apartment. You know what I mean? That God brings back.
I'm telling you,
such
Eduardo
great memories.
and Jenny will fucking take care of us. They're such good people.
Where's that ladder?
Oh, it's right here.
So,
those are Eduardo and Jenny own Atos Panama.
is it still out there?
We'll talk about that later. But they're awesome people. Jenny fucking wins every time she fucking competes. She's awesome. She's a rock star. But anyways, sorry, continue.
Yeah, I remember meeting them. They seem really nice. Anyway, my third trip, kind of saying my goodbyes to my stepsisters, I guess. I don't know. I barely knew them, but they were cool. And my dad is like, hey, man, just fucking tell me how to get a hold of you when you're out there. I said, there's a number you can call. I don't remember what it was, but they can kind of connect you, right? I said, call this number.
Is it collect?
No.
You remember like 1010, 220 or whatever the fuck it was?
Yeah, so...
and collect? Yeah, dial collect.
So I wrote down the phone number, and dude, I'll never forget this. Like, this is the first time when I like if you and I had a conversation about my dad when I was 21, I'd be like, fuck that guy. We have nothing in common. Like, you know, whatever. Like, he's in his whole fucking world. He doesn't give a fuck about me. Blah,
Sure.
blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
This was one of the moments that kind of changed my perspective on him. And I remember I wrote down the number on a card and I gave it to him, and he looks at it and he goes, "Oh, we write our nines the same way." And he just said it out of he didn't think anything of it. But I'll never forget that moment.
Yeah.
Ever. That's why I have this 9 tattooed. Because
really?
yeah. So I made it look like $1, because like the two things we had in common was we've been chasing $1 our whole lives, and we ride our 9s the same way.
But that's a 6.
No, it's a 9. Yeah, so that's why I got the 9 on my forearm.
That's kind of cool though.
Yeah. So
it's like what made you realize you're like, he is my dad.
Yeah. So that kind of made me. Years later, God, I'm getting emotional. Years later, there was a guy talking about like the process a son goes through, and like, you know, the first process you go through as a kid is you idolize your dad. Mm-hmm. The second process is you demonize your dad. And then finally you humanize your dad. He's just a fucking dude. You know, when you're a kid, you think these are grown-ups. They got their shit together. Then you become a grown-up and you're like, these guys are just as fucked up as I'm just as fucked up as these guys are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you kind of humanize them at the end. And I was able to have a conversation with him before he died, and that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What did he end up passing from?
It was cancer. I don't know. It was a tumor that was in his by his heart and lung.
Yeah.
And they couldn't operate right away. They had to like radiate it or whatever the fuck they were doing. I don't know if they did chemo, but I'm assuming they did because that's what they do. But they did some radiation treatments, and when it got like small enough to operate on, it metastasized.
Oh, yeah.
And it went into his throat and his brain. And when I talked to him, it was like his last few days. And we had a conversation like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was like forgiving each other, you know, that type of shit.
Sure, yeah.
And my brother got on the phone. He's like, dude, that's the first coherent conversation he's had in weeks.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
You know, so my dad also passed away from cancer, like I said.
Yeah.
I remember the moment I realized that this was something real. So he was like, I remember him like having to go to like, go to chemo or whatever. He was going to the Mayo Clinic and all that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
And I remember him doing these like, you know, chemo, and I'm like, I'm fucking 9, 10,
right.
whatever. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I remember he came home one day and he was like, it looked like he was in a fucking car wreck. Like he was like, his face was like cut up and stuff because like the chemo fucked him up so much that he like had literally fallen down the stairs.
Oh my God.
And that's when I was like, because like at that point, like, you know, when you're like, I would say like 10 is about the time you start realizing your parents are real people.
Yeah.
But like below that, you're like, they're superheroes,
They're
right?
superheroes. Yeah.
So
They're
like,
grown-ups, right? Yeah.
Right. And that was the moment where I'm like, oh, he's hurting.
Yeah.
You know, when you realize that like your dad's like not invincible.
Yeah. He's not Superman.
Yeah. Because like, at the time you're like, oh, he has cancer. He's going through chemo. And you're like, and when you're a kid, you're like, you kind of know what cancer is, but like, you don't really.
No. Yeah. I mean,
right.
And it's hard to explain to a kid.
And you don't know what death is, right?
Yeah.
You don't really know what death is.
Right. You see it in the movies.
You see in the movies, but it's like kind of like, oh, bang, bang, that person dies.
But it's something that happens to other people.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So it's not real, I guess? Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, I remember him coming home, finding out that, like, he was so weak from the chemo that he, like, fell down the stairs and he got fucked up.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, okay, this is real.
This is real. Yeah.
But, like, still not really fully grasping that thing. And then, you know, shortly after that, like, he does end up, like, you know, passing away from it. And it's, like, one of those things, too, like, I think for better or for worse, I'm sure that's like kind of like a trauma thing. Like you got to have your dad for most of your all of your development years, more or less.
More or less, yeah.
Right. I mean, obviously he kind of like bailed on you guys, but like you kind of like got to reestablish a little bit and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
My dad died when I was in like the superhero phase a little bit for the most part.
Yeah.
Right. So like I don't have any bad memories. My mom never fucking she dated a couple guys after that.
Yeah.
And like they were all just being compared to my dad. I totally saw that.
Of course. Yeah.
Like, so like that helped me kind of like solidify, like my dad was a good guy.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what, he was a good guy. He didn't leave my mom. He didn't cheat on her. He didn't beat her. None of that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I don't think he could. My mom would kill him.
I got to ask you a question though.
Yeah.
Your dad's previous relationship, did he have a type? Was like that other girl Asian too?
No, she wasn't Asian. She's very Jewish.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes.
Okay.
So my dad's Jewish.
Uh-huh.
My brother is actually Jewish. my older brother, my half brother is actually Jewish because they're both Jewish.
Yep.
It's a matriarchal religion, right? Your mom's Jewish, that's right. So like, and she's a sweet lady. I mean, she's got her flaws, right? Everyone does, right?
Of course,
But like, she was never like mean, or she loved me and my little brother.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, like her ex-husband's, you know, future kids or whatever.
Yeah.
She was always very sweet to us.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man.
And like, she was there for my older brother's wedding, and she was like, I remember when you used to something about like, so she had like these like swingy doors like in her house or whatever, and we'd go over there and like see her or whatever, and some show that we were watching, like Howdy Doody, I don't fucking know. I was so young, I don't even remember, but they were like, you love that, blah blah blah. And I'm like,
oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, so she was really cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
So like,
that's rare.
As far as I can tell, like I mean, I'm sure he wasn't perfect. Like nobody is.
Yeah.
Right. But like, I don't have any bad memories.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, you know how it's like,
that's a blessing, man. That really is. Like
that's what I was gonna say. It's like that. Like you either die a hero or you live long enough to become the enemy,
or to be a villain or something.
Be the villain or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like I never really got that. But like, also like I also don't have anybody who talks bad about him either.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, that's kind of like some consolation too, I guess, a little bit.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You know? Yeah.
But like, as far as like step siblings, like I told you, my mom like kind of like ended up remarrying this other guy who was very much like, everyone was like, oh, he looks just like your dad. I'm like, but like a wider version. But like he had 2 daughters, Stephanie and Serena, and like to this day, like we're like pretty cool still. Like,
okay.
Stephanie was just in town recently with her new boyfriend. I can't remember. I think friend.
Okay.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. They were in town. They were like, hey, we're in town. Do you want to? I was visiting Daddy. That's what she calls her dad. Yeah. She's like, do you want to grab a beer before we go? We have a couple hours to kill before we have to go.
You had me at beer.
You had me at beer, bitch. She's like, you have a recommendation? We ended up going to AZ Wilderness or whatever.
Yeah, that's probably the perfect spot to bring them. You know what I mean? Like if they've never been.
Pretty close to the airport. Good beer, good food, or whatever. So like,
Isn't there one in the airport in AZ Wilderness?
There probably is. It wouldn't surprise me, but they're always kind of like, not
they're
really.
not quite. Yeah, they're not quite what it is. Yeah.
But like, it's like one of those things. It's like, it's not our fault that our parents didn't stay together, because they my mom ended up divorcing him.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's like it's like it's not our fault. Like I can't, I don't have to hate you because our parents broke up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's like we were talking about with your step siblings. It's like they were cool.
Yeah, they were cool, man. They were nice to me. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm like a fucking Labrador, dude. Like, if you're nice to me, like, I'll be your best friend. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll wag my tail and we'll fucking hang out, you know?
Stephanie is awesome. She's not dead. But Stephanie's cool. Like, she was the one that hung out with the most because she was, like, she's, like, into, like, finance, sales, that kind of shit. So she's, like, wants to have fun. She knows how to, like, live that life.
Yeah, yeah.
Her sister Serena is, like, kind of, like, more like the homemaker type. I mean, she like still works and all that kind of stuff, but like I always hung out with Stephanie more. We'd go to, my brother went to, complete side story. My little brother went and visited Stephanie and her husband in Oregon, and they got this. He was young, but not like a kid. Okay, but they all get high in Oregon. Okay, and they were all making fun of him because he was like paranoid. He's like, there's something in the woods. Because, like, Oregon, it's like, it's a wooded area.
Yeah, there is something in the woods.
There's something in the woods. Right. He's like, there's something out there.
Yeah.
And they're like, and they're laughing at him because you're like, you're just high and paranoid.
Yeah.
But, like, I knew the vibe. So, like, my brother was kind of a little more straight edge than I was. Yeah. A lot more. So, like, but I loved hanging out with them. She actually was the reason that I missed my first flight.
Oh shit, that's great.
So we were at their house. It was the last. I spent at least the weekend. It might have been more than that, but I went up there to like hang out with the family. We did crab fishing where you're like pulling fucking cages up and shit out of the water. That's cool. Super fun. They lived in Medford, Oregon. That's cool. And I remember we're having a barbecue the last day. My flight's not till like the late afternoon, so we're like, all right, cool. We have plenty of time. Yeah. And she's like, Medford Airport's tiny airport. It's like Williams Air Force Base. It's like that tiny airport. So we're like, she's like, we have plenty of time. And I'm like, okay, but I'm like, I'm like always nervous. I'm like, oh, we got to be there like an hour early.
Yeah.
She's like, no, this is Medford. This is a Medford airport. You don't have to do that. And we're like, blah, blah, blah. We show up 20 minutes. We get there and there's no one at the fucking desk.
Oh, no.
Because it's such a small airport that the people that are at the front desk, taking your bags and stuff, now they have to load the plane. So that's why they tell you to be there an hour early, because
ain't nobody going to check you in.
Ain't nobody there. So I missed the flight, had to stay an extra day, ended up like spending like almost 24 hours total of travel time the next day because it was like fly here to here, 12-hour layover here. Like I literally like was in the was it Salt Lake? I can't remember if it was Salt Lake or Denver. Is either of those two? I'm pretty sure it was Salt Lake. Yeah. Flew into that airport and it was 12 hours.
Wow.
And I'm just like looking for a quiet terminal just to fucking sleep because it's 12 hours. What the fuck am I gonna do in an airport for 12 hours?
Yeah.
And then I ended up making my way home. But like that was an expensive trip.
Yeah, that's an expensive fucking trip.
But I had a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun, man. And it's like, I mean, like you made a really good memory with your sister rather than, something that you wouldn't even think about had you not missed that flight and everything would have gone perfectly. You know what I mean?
Luckily at the time, like I was like, this is during the time where like, when you were like getting your student loans, they're like, how much do you want?
Oh my God.
I'm like, all of it?
All of it. I want all of the money. Yeah. All of it.
And I was like, I bought a laptop. I paid for it, like all the stupid shit. And now, and then I had to pay for it. Thank God that's not looming over me anymore.
Yeah, dude.
But, I remember like having that money. So I was able to pay for it. I mean, I didn't want to put like, I don't know, $500, whatever it was, like into flying home.
I did most of that shit while I was in the Navy. I think I paid like out of pocket. I think I was paying like $65 a credit hour or something ridiculous.
Oh, it was so cheap back then.
Yeah, yeah.
These kids these days don't even know.
These kids these days, boy. But yeah, man. I knew some folks, some people that like they got out and they went to like some kind of like tech school, with their GI Bill, and they did well. They did well.
Going back to your dad a little bit.
Yeah.
What were like? You obviously had some trauma or whatever, like when he left and all that kind of shit, and then you kind of like made amends before he died a little bit.
Yeah. So it wasn't like we became close, when I went to.
But you realized he's human.
He's a human guy. He's just,
What's your best memory? That's what I was going to get to.
Oh man, my best memory with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, man.
Even if it's just like general, like my general, like just watching nerd shit with my dad.
He never discouraged my curiosity or my, I guess you could just call it curiosity. I don't want to call it love. Like my curiosity with guns.
Yeah.
Like he would teach me how to do it safely. You know what I mean? But like,
was he a firearms guy himself or?
Not really. No. But I guess like one thing that I guess that I took from him was like, if you're going to own a gun, you only need one of something. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need 4 hunting rifles. Like, buy one. I have one rifle. I have 2 shotguns.
I disagree with you.
I have 2 shotguns. And they're the same exact fucking make, just different gauges.
I was like, does that include the one you gave me?
No, that's why I had 3. But I have 2 shotguns. But, like...
I'm kind of the same mind.
Yeah. I mean, he only had one gun. He had a bird hunting gun. He had a deer hunting gun. Mm-hmm. He had one pistol that my brother has. I think my brother has all his guns.
Yeah.
But he had one pistol, and I think that was it.
That was like, so like as a hunter, like that was kind of like how I think about firearms, like a lot. Like if you can get a gun that's multi-purpose, a shotgun is perfect for that, right? Shotgun, you can hunt birds, you can hunt small game. You can also put a fucking slug in it and kill a fucking guy who's trying to break into your house and kill your family.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right? So it's like a shotgun is like, if you have to have one gun, a shotgun is the gun.
Yeah, absolutely.
A pistol, get the fuck out of here with a pistol.
No. I really believe like if you have a handgun by your bed, you should have a shotgun in your closet, and you have your handgun so you can shoot your way to your shotgun and then really go to work.
Luckily, my house.
I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. I'm not gonna clear my house or anything bullshit. You know what I mean?
If I'm clearing my house, it's with the shotgun.
Yeah. If I clear my
The guy's talking about AR-15s. It's like that's the worst fucking home gun.
Oh yeah, you're gonna kill your.
You're gonna
neighbor.
kill your family
Yeah,
or your
you're gonna
neighbor.
kill your neighbor. Yeah.
Or even worse, your dog.
Yeah. Oh, don't kill your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shotgun's the best one.
Gosh, man, I'm trying to think of like I have a few good memories with him. You know, he wasn't the one that taught me how to drive.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't the one that like taught me how to fish. I had my brothers for that.
Yeah.
But I do remember him being okay with me taking the 22 and going in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Like trusting you.
Yeah. He had that trust.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to take away from your dad, but it's like it was a different time where it's like, it was a time where you were allowed to make mistakes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, it's like, go take your 22 out.
Yeah. I remember, okay, this is going to sound fucking stupid, but I remember
I shot my brother with a BB gun once.
No. Yeah, well, I've shot my brothers with BB guns. Fuck yeah.
Mine was on accident, technically.
No, I shoot those fuckers. I'd shoot them today if they fucking fucked around. If I had a BB gun, I'd shoot them today. No, I remember I was mowing my lawn, and we had a big motherfucking lawn, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were on 2 acres, and one of them was like manicured, and the other one was just overgrown.
2 acres?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Good
we were
for
on
you.
2 acres. And we were on
is that pretty common in Texas?
Not really. No.
Okay.
No. I mean, we were like on the outskirts of town.
Well, how about in your area? Was it?
Yeah, it was common in my area.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, we were on 2 acres, and then our backyard kind of rolled downhill towards the water. Like we were right on the water,
mm-hmm.
and the fucking grass in Texas fucking overgrows because it's always humid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the grass is fucking thick, and we had this push mower that I would cut like a square and mow that, and then another square and mow that. You know, I just kind of in the chunks. But I remember one time, this is stupid. This is so, I don't know why I remember this so much, but it's like, I think it was the first time I impressed him. It felt like, you know?
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm looking at like down the hill, and I'm trying to like, how am I going to get the edge, right? How am I going to get the edge by the water? Because it just rolled right in.
Yeah.
So I remember this is so stupid. I lifted the front wheels of the mower.
Yep.
And then I walked it down.
And then dropped it.
And then I dropped it, and then I pulled it back.
Yep.
And then I kept doing it. And then I'm just like, oh, this is fucking working. So I started working my way down. And then I look over, and he's over there looking at me, and he's like this. He just gave me like a little golf clap.
The golf clap.
Yeah,
yep.
he was so impressed that I didn't fucking drop the bitch in the water or something.
It was funny. It's like we had a very similar thing in Minnesota. This is much longer after my father passed away. I was in junior high, I think, at the time. But we had this house in Minnesota that had, so like the normal level,
Yeah.
was basically where the first floor was.
Yeah.
We had a basement, but it wasn't really a basement because there was like on a hill. So the basement was like the front of the basement level was like underground, but the back of it was like in the backyard.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
because of how steep the hill was, and then it would go flat again. And then it would drop down into like kind of like a marsh. It wasn't like it would fill with water if it like rained a lot or like right after like the snow melt and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, it was just fucking like marsh.
Yeah.
Right. And we had to mow the lawn. Same fucking thing though.
Yeah.
You'd because it would be so overgrown.
Yeah.
You would just lift the fucking mower front end and you just drop it on top of the weeds.
Yeah.
And it would just like slowly just
Pull
chop them down.
that shit back.
Slow it, chop it down.
Yep.
But I remember pushing that motherfucker up that hill.
Yeah. I remember another time.
If I was an adult, I would absolutely make my junior high kids do that.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, because fuck that. I have another story about that, but go ahead.
So I remember another time. This didn't go as well. I remember I saved up a bunch of money. The torch. I saved up a bunch of money, and I bought it was a BB gun.
Hell
That
yeah.
looked just like an AR. What a horrible idea to give to a kid, right? Mm-hmm. But I bought one.
How old?
I was probably like early teens, maybe 12 or 13, something like that. Mm-hmm. And let me have that torch.
This is probably like a really bad take, but like I think anybody who's like that early teens needs to have a 22.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Because
Yeah.
it's like, it is a firearm, and you can kill somebody.
Yes, you can.
But it's an easy way to learn like respect for a firearm without having like a fucking gun that like if you shoot if I was to take an AR-15 and shoot that direction, it's going through every single one of these walls.
Yeah.
If it's like Full Metal Jacket, it's going through every single one of your walls.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And then into your neighbor's house.
Right. Yeah.
22 it's hitting this first wall.
Yeah, it'll break
and that's
the window. Yeah. You know, when I said earlier that he, you know, I would take the 22 into the woods. This thing it wasn't like a Ruger, you know, with the little magazine.
The 1022?
Yeah. No, sir.
The best 22 there is.
I can't remember which one it was, but this thing was like a single shot bolt action thing.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You got to put it in there and then you close it and then you got to pull the hammer back.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
shit.
then you can shoot it. Yeah. So it wasn't like I was going out there blasting away. It was like one shot at a time. That's it. Dude,
I want a 22 Magnum that's a lever.
Oh,
I want one, a 22 Mag that's I either want a lever action or a bolt action.
Browning used to make, I remember my cousin had a Browning bolt action 22 rifle. It was so much fun.
But my problem is I want the fucking like Wild West gun. I either want a 30-30 or 45-70. Like I want a
Jesus Christ.
I want a real lever action.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna buy a lever action, because like you were talking about, like you don't need like 1,000 guns.
Yeah.
I want one gun for each thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Right? And if you're going to have one lever action, it needs to be a 30-30 or 45-70.
100%.
Like 22, like a 22 Mac. First of all, for those who don't know, it's still a 22 caliber, but guess what else is a 22 Mac caliber?
An AR-15.
An AR-15. 223, 5.56, that's still 22 Mac or 22 caliber.
Yeah.
But like I want like a real lever action, like the real lever action 30-30 killed more deer than any fucking cartridge in any out of any of them.
Yeah. So this thing was like the BB gun that I had. It was like, it looked just like an AR, but like if you look at the top, you could see the barrel, but it still had like the, you know, the finger things that look like for the AR, because that was, you had to pump it with that. Yeah. So then
God, that was the gun I shot my brother with. It was a pump action fucking BB gun.
So then
none of this cartridge bullshit.
No cartridge. The magazine was actually a reservoir for BBs, but it didn't feed the gun. You just held them in there, and you had to fill another. You had to fill another reservoir.
Oh shit!
So so you spill them and whatever. But I remember I'm out in the backyard and I'm shooting, like I would set up like little like cans or whatever, never bottles because my mom didn't let me, but like cans and shit like that. I would set those up, plink them, and I remember I'm out there in the backyard by myself, and I'm kind of off to the side so you could see me from the driveway, and I didn't hear my dad pull up. So he pulled up and he's watching what I'm doing. And I see a bird and I'm like, oh yeah, fuck it. So I aim at this bird and he was up on a pole and I'm aiming at this bird and I'm like squeezing, pop. And he just like takes off. I'm like, fuck. And I turn around, my dad's looking at me like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, yeah. So I remember that. That was cool. There was a hunting trip we went on in Mexico. That was like that one's in my memory bank. That would always be a great memory because we took the whole family went.
Yeah.
And we drove our asses down to, I don't remember where we went, but it was this ranch in Mexico.
There's so many of them.
Yeah.
And they got big deer.
Yeah. And I remember my dad bought like cases of BBs because down there they hunt with BB guns, but they'll if they kill something, they open it up to find the BB so they can reuse it.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
There's no fucking store to go buy a BB. You know what I mean? What they got is what they got.
Yeah.
These are very poor people.
Yeah.
And
it's not like some places where
no shit, man.
Pay someone to bring it over.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to name where.
Yeah. But yeah, so we took these cases of BBs. I remember they were so grateful, dude. They were so grateful just to have this whole new set. You know what I mean? So that was cool. I remember that.
One of these years we need to go to do a Mexico trip.
I thought we were doing it every year.
Well, I would. You're the one that's
trip?
always fucking busy.
You mean a hunting trip?
Yes.
I would love that.
I told you that guy from Chihuahua.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, no, you don't pay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, first of all, yes, I do.
Right.
You know, I'm like, at least paying for all of your food. You know, like, they all want to, you know, it's so funny how, like, all right, this is gonna be a really shitty segue. But like,
we're known.
Yeah,
we're
but like,
known for that.
It's so funny how like all these people like. All right, so like Chihuahua, Galeana, we go out there and they like look at us like we're fucking royalty because we're black belts.
Right.
You know, this whole like idolization of black belts or whatever. And so they want to do everything for you. And I'm like, yo, we're just another dude.
Yeah, we're just idiots.
But like,
trust me.
But also like, I get like the culture is like you respect your elders or whatever.
Sure, yeah.
And they see us as elders in that community. Right.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, I want to take you on this hunting trip, and you are not paying. You are not paying.
Yeah,
I'm taking you.
And the funny thing is, as much admiration as they have for us, we have it for them.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like
100%.
Dude, like you guys are fucking awesome. You know?
Because I would love to be able to like.
I got to restart that camera. Hang. You would love to what? Say it.
I would love to just like go down there and fucking like let's just go fucking hunting. You know, and go do the thing, but like. There's a lot of politics. There's a lot of like knowing the area. Like I know more than most people that are listening, like what it takes to like have a hunting area, you know? And these guys are going to give it to us. It's very rare that I will like take someone to a spot that I know, like whatever it is, javelina, deer, like if deer, I know too many spots like where like when it comes to deer hunting where like either I figured it out myself or I had really close friends who were like, hey, let's go here. We can hunt deer. Where they took me to this spot where I'm like, this is fucking cool. I know I can come here and kill a deer anytime I want, but I'm never going to take somebody there. Right. Like I wouldn't even take you there.
Yeah, I would expect that. I would respect that. I really would. I think unless it's some kind of make-a-wish thing, you ain't fucking going.
Well, I'm going to take you there, you're going to kill a deer, and then I'm going to kill you.
All right,
Wish granted.
We're going to pause. We're going to pause. All right, we're back.
All right, so, but yeah, I mean, like, I'm not going to, like, if someone shows me a hunting spot, I'm not going to show another person, like, because that's how hunting spots get ruined, right? And even if it's, like, so somebody shows me their hunting spot and they're like, you let's go here, let's go kill a fucking deer, let's kill a javelina or whatever. Yeah. And then I take you and you're like, and you think of it the same way too, but you're like, well, I'm going to show my son. Right. And then your son's like, well, I'm going to show my best friend.
Show my buddy, yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's like 4 people. And then, in like 5 years, that's like 10 people. Yeah. And it just ends up being like 1 million people there. Yeah, and that's how you ruin a spot. Yeah. Which it sucks. It's but they're a finite resource at least in the Southwest. Yeah. In the Midwest, fuck it. They're a pest. Yeah. Deer are a pest. Yeah. And that's just kind of like the ethic here is like, you just don't share spots, even with like your best friend. Yeah. Unless it's like your spot that you found.
Oh yeah. That's different.
Then it's different. But like if you have someone show you a spot, you don't show it.
Yeah. And how many spots are still like virgin spots? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like someone knows about them.
Well, like the spot that I hunt, the metro spot that I hunt here in the Phoenix area, this year, I guess like one of the guys in their neighborhood, there's a couple guys that like I hunt with, and the only reason like they like me is because we kill deer together. Like they know that I'm legit. They're not like they know I'm not like some fucking idiot coming out there.
You're not some Yahoo who's gonna fuck up the spot.
Exactly. So like they have respect for me. I have respect for them. I'm not telling anybody about this spot. Yeah. I found it by dumb luck. Yeah. And it ended up being a sweet spot. And they like took one of the guys in the neighborhood who's also a hunter, and they're like, "Hey, bro, this is where you need to go," or like, and took him out there. He killed it. I think he ended up killing a deer, but then he like started taking people, and it's like that guy ended up like the spot's not fucked yet, but like they ended up messaging him like, "Bro, you can't fucking do that. You can't like you show one person, they show 10 people. It's like that's how spots get fucked." He's like, and so they were like, that was this year. They were like kind of having this talk with him. It's like you can't fucking do that. Yeah. Like, if you want to ruin a spot, that's how you ruin a spot. Yeah. But, like, for these guys in the... It's a little different in Mexico because they have ranches. And it's, like, technically, you have to pay the rancher or whatever because the rancher isn't only, like, having a hunting spot. They're also paying off cartels.
Right. Yeah.
Which it's the reality of, like, hunting in Mexico. Yeah. It's, like... The cartels don't want people running around with rifles unless they know what they're doing. If you're hunting and they know you're hunting, cool.
Fine. Whatever.
Fuck it. Like, did I tell you about my buddy Ronnie? So the one that helped me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was telling me how like he goes down every year, and he's like they had an incident once where they were like driving out with the hunter with their guide or whatever, and like the cartels pulled him over, and the guy's like, let me handle this, essentially.
Yeah.
And these are guys with like AK-47s.
Yeah.
Pulling you over. It's like, you don't have a fucking choice.
Right.
There's no like, hey, fuck you,
you're
bro.
Stopping.
There's no, there's none of that.
Yeah.
You do whatever they fucking tell you.
Yeah.
If they tell you to fuck off, even though it's the rancher's ranch, you fuck off.
You fuck off, yeah.
But it ended up being nothing, but like, because they like, told them like, hey, these are hunters from America, or, because they know that like, hey, these guys are making money off of Americans.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then like, that's the reality of hunting in there. But like, they also manage their deer populations really well. Like, they don't let you shoot small deer. So they like, you see a small deer, they're like, nope, he needs 2 more years.
Yeah. That's good.
But the funny thing is, like, they'll take like drones. They're like, okay, there's deer over there. They'll take the fucking drone straight over that deer, and the deer will look up at it like, what the fuck? This is the weirdest bird I've ever seen. And they'll like get out of their bed and they'll like look at the drone, and they're like, what the fuck? They don't like spook out or anything. So they can tell exactly. And like, these guys, like, this is their job.
Yeah.
So they know. They're like, oh, that's this deer and that's this deer.
Yeah.
Like, they know the deer.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild how they manage their game. But like, so for the most part, my understanding is that for a lot of these ranches, you fly out, you can or drive out, fly out, whatever. You get to the place. You can pay to actually bring a hunting rifle to Mexico.
Yeah.
You have to go through all the paperwork.
Is it worth it? I mean, if they have rifles there, you know what I mean?
As long as they're zeroed, yeah, who cares?
That's fine.
Who cares? Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like, how far a shot do you think you're going to take while you're out there on a ranch?
Well, for me, I'm like, a rifle shot 200-300 yards is like, that's a chip shot on a rifle.
Yeah.
I'm like, for me, a chip shot in a bow is like 20-30 yards.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, bro, if we get 100 yards on a deer, it's a dead deer.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah.
Which I could take that shot with a rifle with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, whatever, that's easy.
I shoot like I have my eyes closed.
Yeah, we know. But my understanding is like, you can go out there and hunt, and I think it's like, it's a pretty nominal fee for just to be out there.
Yeah.
And then if you're like, I want to take this deer, they're like, okay, it'll be $900 or whatever it is.
Done.
Right. Yeah. 1,000. It's more or less $1,000. And my understanding too is like, well, depending on the ranch, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But the ranch that he goes to is like, they treat you like a king. Like it's like
cool.
all inclusive. So you're paying a couple $100,
Yeah.
food every night,
Yeah.
drinks every night.
That's cool.
Like hookers. No, I'm just
Hookers and cocaine.
It's basically Vegas. No, but I mean, they take care of you.
Yeah. That's cool.
And I don't know, but I mean, I'm sure you have the same like kind of feeling. It's like every time I'm in Mexico, that is the vibe.
Absolutely.
We're taken care of.
Absolutely. Man, dude, even when I go to Rocky Point, like I always run into like really nice people, so we went to this restaurant.
You got the other one? Just spark up the small one.
Oh yeah, if you want to, yeah. We went to this restaurant. It was off the beaten path, like not close to where we typically go, where all the resorts are and shit.
Yeah.
And this place started out as a nah. I'm gonna finish that. Started out as like a taco cart.
Is this like a small version of that version?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
So it was like a taco cart, and then like now he has a spot. You know what I mean? But it's like you have to know where you're going to find it.
Yeah.
Dude, we walked in. That guy was so grateful we came in. Like he's like
Do you I kind of feel like when we find spots like that, like, so in America, everyone is like, it doesn't matter what fucking restaurant you go, small restaurant, they kind of feel like you owe them.
Sometimes, yeah, I guess sometimes, yeah.
But more so than like, if you're in Mexico, I feel like they always treat you like you're doing them a favor.
Yeah. I mean, like they're appreciative of the business, right? That's really cool.
But even like busy quote unquote places, like they all treat you like your family's the wrong word, but like,
well, yeah, I think for the most part, I mean, how many chain restaurants did we go to in Mexico?
Zero.
Right? So it's family owned, family run. So of course they're going to appreciate it a little bit more, you know? But this guy was like, he wanted to make sure, like I kind of looked at the little things he was doing, and he wanted to make sure we were getting our money's worth, right? And I think dinner was like $30 for like 4 of us. You know what I mean? It was like super cheap because it was authentic Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
It wasn't like at the resort where you're paying American prices in Mexico. But
do you know in Rocky Point, I always tip.
Yeah.
Always tip.
Yeah, absolutely.
And well,
yeah.
right?
Should. Yeah.
Because, I mean, everything's so fucking cheap.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
yeah.
like, why not?
Yeah.
Is it expected there like it is here?
Man, I think if you go to like the places that we went to, like the JJs and the Wrecked and the Banditos.
The very Americanized.
The very Americanized ones, I think they're just used to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Used to getting that 20% of the total of
so
the
if
bill.
you don't, they're like,
you're like,
"What's
yeah,
up?"
what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
And these guys.
But not like, what the fuck you. They're like, what, did we do something wrong?
Right, yeah. These guys are like, they're very, they're their own little community, all the servers. Like,
Yeah.
they all know each other. They all work the same restaurants. You know what I mean? Like, the guy that worked at JJ's also works at Mare Blue, which is a 5-star restaurant. And so you're going to run into these cats, and they remember you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if they shake your hand and give you a hug, and when you haven't been there in 6 months, you did a good job tipping them.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
But like in Galeana, like, it's not like there's like sign on the tip line.
Right.
There's none of that shit.
No.
But and it's not like there's a tip jar either.
Right.
But like, if it comes out to like $15 or whatever, you're like, here's 20.
Here's 20, yeah.
And you're like, and they're like getting you change. You're like, don't worry about it.
Keep it, yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, we ate like Vikings.
Like, there's
there.
not like a real way to tip.
Right.
You just overpay.
Yeah, yeah. But like in Rocky Point, what they'll do is like, they kind of, they're very careful about, like when you, like I pay with a credit card everywhere I go in Mexico. And they're very careful to make sure like you don't feel like there's a chance for you to get ripped off. So the bill is what it is. You sign for whatever it is, and then you tip in cash.
Yeah.
And I think
Which
that's
is smart.
Smart.
It's super smart.
Yes. Yeah.
It's real easy for someone to like. I'm sure they run into this, which fucking sucks. It's like you'll get an American who will like, I was in Mexico.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's real easy for like a bank to be like, okay, then we're just not going to pay that.
Sure. Yeah. But
and they have to, because they're like, if you have a credit card machine, you're like kind of like paying into that system.
Yeah. This guy's name was like, I think his name was Jesse.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Jesse's Carreta, they called
it. I mean, he may have said his name was Jesse.
Yeah.
His name was not Jesse.
Yeah, it's probably Jesus. But anyway, he was very adamant about like us getting our money's worth. So he was like, you should try this, you should try that. You know what I mean? But like a couple.
Do you ever feel like, I almost feel like we're like, when I was down there with you guys, I was like, I kind of felt like we were like almost taking advantage of them, but like it's just like you couldn't tell them to do it differently, because then they'd be like,
this is how we do it.
It'd almost be disrespectful.
Yeah, this is how we do it. Yeah. But like when I think a couple of the ladies ordered margaritas, and so what he does is he brings like this fresh margarita. You know, I call it a mix, right?
Yeah.
And it's in the glass, but he brings you your tequila on the side, right? And then you pour your tequila shot into it, and then you kind of mix it to taste. If you don't want half, you only want half, whatever.
You're a bitch. Okay.
Well, if you want half, you'll fill the thing up again, and then you put the other half in, right? But one of the ladies we were with, she finished, like she poured the thing in, and she got about halfway done, and he's like, he goes, I don't think you have enough tequila. And he brought her another shot. You know what I mean? Like, just that kind of guy. You know what I mean? So,
but also, like, if you think about, like, all right, so if you and I were to go buy a bottle of tequila right now, $30, $40.
$40. Yeah, I mean,
yeah. If you're not buying like something super fucking fancy, but like something that you would serve at a bar.
Let's call it $40. Yeah.
$40.
Yeah.
You get like 4 times, 5 times that.
100%. Yeah.
If you're selling it per shot.
100%. Yeah. More than that. Yeah. Like the stuff that Amy and I drink, it's like $9-10 an ounce. You know what I mean? Like,
and you're just, it's real easy to like, and they're not trying to make like 500% off of it.
No. I mean, it's
like here they are.
Yeah.
Here they are, 100%. Like
Yeah.
you buy a shot of tequila, say it's 2 ounces. Say it's a heavy fucking pour.
Yeah, that's
right?
a heavy pour.
2 ounces of fucking tequila, they're going to charge you $10.
Oh, for sure.
At least.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you got a $10 shot. It costs them fucking $1.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Or less.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In Mexico, you get that same 2 ounce shot, $3.
$5. Yeah. If that. Yeah. And they're happy to have it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
and then you're going to tip them.
It's a whole different
You're
world.
going to pay $10.
Yeah.
But it goes to like a guy who's like trying to fucking like live like the bare minimum.
Yeah. There was a guy, I haven't seen him in a while.
That's probably not fair to say though.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, like I think these guys like they
do pretty well.
I'm not trying to say that they live luxurious lives, but I'm also not trying to say that they're like living in mansions either.
No.
You know, like it's real easy to say like these guys in like even say like Rocky Point's an easy one because not everyone, but most people have been to Rocky Point.
Yeah,
right?
most people are familiar with it.
Right. At least familiar, right? Yeah. And it's like these guys aren't living in like these nice houses. Like most of these houses like don't have air conditioning.
Right.
So in the summertime, it's like it's fans.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the time when my ex-girlfriend Teresa and I we went to El Hermosillo?
No.
Hermosillo.
Yeah.
We went down there and like we were staying with her family and like nice house. It's pretty fucking cool town. Like the town is basically Mesa.
It's modern.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
there's a fucking
modern.
mall.
Yeah.
There's a mall.
Yeah.
But like they didn't have air conditioning. There's like, you know, we slept in the family room on a blow up mattress.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like the whole family was there. Right?
Sure. Yeah.
Because that's how Mexican families are, right?
Yep.
It's like everyone's staying here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You're not getting a hotel.
No, of course not.
And it was just like fans. And
Yeah.
it was like, it wasn't like the hottest time of the year, but it was like warm. So it was like not the most comfortable.
Sure.
But that's how these people live.
Yeah, that's it.
And we take for granted that every house, if you come to Arizona, you go to any house, it has air conditioning.
Oh, absolutely.
Or you're telling them to fuck off.
Yeah.
Hermosillo is not much cooler than here.
No, it's just a different lifestyle, man.
Yeah.
It's like,
But you like learn to deal with it.
yeah.
It's not that bad. It's like it's not super comfortable, but it's
Yeah.
also not uncomfortable.
Yeah. The one thing that that Galeana showed me was like, it's really cool when you see people, like a community of people where family comes first, period.
Yeah.
Family first. You know, all the money, all the other shit comes second.
And the police thing, that was so funny to me.
Wild, dude.
That's fucking cool.
That's fucking cool, dude. Yeah. Yeah.
That can't happen here.
No, of course not. But yeah, I really enjoyed that aspect of it. Like, you know,
And
remember,
Mario, yes, we are buying a house down there.
we're buying a house. Yeah, we're not going to say how much it is, but we found a deal on a house. Dude, we could totally do it. We could totally buy that house and just have a spot when we go out there.
And honestly, say one year we don't want to go, rent it,
Airbnb it, or have Mario B&B it.
manage it. He'll manage it.
Mario B&B. Yeah,
And that fucking would probably like not even charge us.
he probably wouldn't.
Like,
Yeah.
take some money.
Yeah,
But like, I mean, the mayor that is Mario.
Yeah, I was texting him today because, you know, Leo.
Yeah.
And I was texting him today. I was like, hey, bro, like, we got him. Don't worry about it. Like, all this stuff. And he was like, man, thank you so much for looking out. I said, if you ever have people coming out here, fucking tell me.
Yeah.
And we'll figure out a way to get them, you know, coach them up and they can train with us and do whatever.
I can't say enough good things about Mario because like I have never felt safer in a place that I should feel unsafe.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, that was like the ultimate safety net, right?
Yeah. But not only him, it's him, his wife.
Yeah.
Kelsey's
family.
awesome.
Kelsey's awesome.
His kids are great.
Yeah.
His brothers who live in the United States, they come down. You hang out with them. They make you feel safe.
They treated us
all
like
of his
family,
friends.
dude. Yeah.
All of his family. They all like. It doesn't even fucking matter. Like
Yeah.
your family. If you're here, if you're there with,
Yeah.
if you're Mario's homie,
Yeah.
your family.
You're good. Yeah. I love that about the trip, man. That
Like we always joke, like I feel like we could get away with murder. I feel like we really could.
yeah.
Be like,
As long as it wasn't anybody named LeBaron.
Yeah, I was like, hey Mario, do you any of you is this guy on the red list? Because I need to kill him. They'd be like, all right, bro.
Be like this, like,
I could see Mario like, bro.
Like a mobster. You don't even say it. You just look at him.
He stepped on my shoe.
He stepped on my shoe. It's my new Jordan. I'm going to kill him.
But like everyone there is so friendly. Well, I mean, to be fair, we're there which I didn't realize till this year that it was the Chihuahua State Fair.
Yes.
I thought it was just a Galeana thing.
No, it's the Chihuahua State Fair.
Yeah, which was hilarious.
Yeah, I love the border guard. Oh my God, he's like, "What? You're driving it?" He was so excited for you. That was so great, man.
Which I was like, I didn't know anybody knew what we were doing. They're just like, you're going out in the middle of nowhere, with the fucking Mennonites, like.
Yeah.
Are you smuggling drugs, sir?
No, sir. No, sir. I would never do that.
But they're all like, "Oh, it's a state fair. Oh, fuck yeah, have fun."
They were so excited.
They were so excited for us. Yeah, it was so cool.
Yeah.
We probably could have got free printer privileges if we would have told them that.
Listen, do you have any idea who this man is? He's driving in the Derby at the state fair.
He's a professional Derby driver.
Oh my God.
They wouldn't even be like, "Okay." And
by the way, the fucking printouts that they gave us were the exact same fucking thing I showed up with.
I'm telling you, we should just walked out. Well, they probably communicate it.
Yeah, they probably did. Yeah.
But it would have been funny to
these
come.
Suckers coming.
You
in.
walk out, you walk back in, you give them the same paper. It's like, good enough.
Yep. You know what the funny part was? Like, it didn't even dawn on me. I'm like, they're letting us cross into Mexico, and then I'm like, you're already in Mexico, idiot.
We already did.
We already did, fucking moron. And oh, by the way, they got your truck. You're coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what a great trip, man. I mean, it was a long drive. It was a long drive. But
really? I didn't realize.
Fuck you. And, but I have never driven a car that fast for that long.
You know what's funny? So like your drive, our drive through Mexico reminds me a lot of when I'm like I go out to my hunting spot in 37A where I drive like out to Florence, past Florence, where I'm trying to pass everybody.
Yes.
I'm doing 100 the whole way, right? But except everyone out there is honking at you, flipping you off.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What the fuck, you? Blah, blah, blah.
I'm just trying to keep up with Loncho.
I'm trying to go. I'm Loncho in this.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I am passing everybody for no fucking reason.
For no reason.
So
whatsoever.
I can go out there and wait. You know, like it's Thursday, like literally Thursday driving out there.
Yeah.
Like no one's coming out there, and no one camps in the spot that I camp in.
Yeah.
I have no fucking rush. But I'm like, I need to get out there as fast as possible.
You know what? We got to get there.
And I'm like, did I tell you I got a ticket?
No.
Coming home.
Did you really?
Like maybe 15 minutes after I got off the phone with you.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I got pulled over, and it was like kind of by the state, not the state fair, Renaissance Festival area.
Oh gosh,
unmarked cop car.
Yeah.
Motherfucker pulls me over, and he's like, he's like, I'm pulling you over for speeding. I'm like, I know, you fucking got me. You got me.
Can we speed this along?
No. It wasn't even like that. I was just like, I know I was speeding. You totally fucking got me.
Yeah.
My bad. And I was wearing my camo and stuff. He's like, so you out hunting or whatever? And he's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I killed a pig like 2 hours ago. And he was like, oh, so you got some sausage in the back? And I was like, that's about all it's good for. And he laughs at me. He's like, laughs. He's like, oh, I have a buddy. He's like, I don't even hunt javelina anymore. Blah blah blah. He was a cool guy.
Yeah.
And the cop was just like. He's like, I'm not going to write you a ticket. You were doing 81. He wrote me a ticket. He's like, I'm not going to write you the 81 in a 65. I'm just going to write you the
over.
No, he gave me the what it's called, like wasting expendable resources or some shit like that. It's like a speeding ticket, but not.
Yeah.
It's like cheaper. You don't get the moving violation, any of that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thanks, dude. And the other thing was like treat the guy like he's a fucking normal dude. Like, so like he pulled me over. I turned my headlamp, or not my headlamp, but the dome light on.
Yeah.
And like he even mentioned it like after like we were all done. He's like, hey, dude, I really appreciate you putting your dome light on. Like I had a rifle like literally in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's like, you have any other firearms? I'm like, I have a pistol in the very back. And I'm like, dome light's on because I know you want to see where my hands are.
Yeah, of course.
And it's dark, right?
Yeah.
So like if the dome light's not on, all he has is his little flashlight. So I'm like, I want you to be as comfortable as I want to be.
Yeah.
So it's like, I turned the dome light on.
Yeah. I think
and And I was dead to rights.
Yeah,
like
of
I was
course. He
doing,
had ya. Yeah.
I was at least doing 81. I'm like, yeah. 81. That's all you caught me at.
Wait a minute, you got to get that bitch calibrated.
You should have saw me 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. So anytime, like if I get pulled over, which is rare, I don't get pulled over a lot, but if I get pulled over, you know, or I'm going through the border crossing or a checkpoint or anything like that, I put all 4 windows down.
Yep.
You know, I put all 4 windows down.
I don't do all 4. I do, like on a highway, they're going to come on your right side.
Yeah.
So I put the right window down.
Yeah.
I turn the dome light on. I try to have all my documents ready.
Sure, yeah.
And hands on the steering wheel.
Yep.
I always turn my engine off.
Yeah.
Because like they don't want you to think you're going to take off.
Right, yeah.
So engine's off, lights down, or sorry, windows down,
yeah.
lights on. Here you go, officer.
Yeah. Just be polite.
I fucked up.
They're just doing their job, dude.
And,
you know
and
what
like,
I mean?
here's the thing. It's like, I know I fucked up.
Right.
Like, don't act like you didn't know you were fucking speeding.
Right.
And more often than not, like from my experience, more often than not, you treat an officer like that, he's gonna let you off easier, if
Way
not
easier.
completely.
Yeah.
If not completely.
And one thing that you gotta understand also is that
luckily I'm white
you
looking.
are white. No, but they have a lot of discretion.
Yeah.
Like they can choose to just, all right, get the fuck
When
out
he
of here.
laughed, when I told him, I was like, that's all they're good for, I was like, I'm good. I'm like, I'm at least getting this brought down.
Yeah. You definitely de-escalated any kind of escalation at that point. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, honestly, like the cops that we train with, they're all fucking cool dudes.
Yeah.
There's no reason to believe that the rest of them are not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless they prove you otherwise, which is rare.
Did I tell you my deer story?
No.
Okay.
But before you tell me the deer story, I'm going to shut off this water.
Oh, yeah. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, peace and quiet. You pussy.
Fuck you. Look at you.
Well, you told me to bring a sweatshirt, and I did, and then you're like not even wearing one. I'm like, what, are you not worried about the mosquitoes? All right, so I'm going to start right now. So I told you how, like, oh, I'm tracking this deer. So this is the first time I've ever, like, shot a deer and I didn't recover it. I think I shot him in the brisket, which is basically, like, right underneath, like, any of the vital organs but on his chest. So I think he just bled and he's fine, but whatever. That's not really important to the story. He jumps over this, not jumps over, but like runs over this hill into this neighborhood. They do not like hunters over there.
Yeah.
It's like private property, which I get. Whatever. You don't want hunters in your backyard. But like I was hunting in an area that is perfectly legal to hunt in. This deer goes over there. I'm tracking blood all the night before. It gets to like where I found like his last bed, and I'm like, and there's just a little bit of blood. And I'm like, all right, cool. I got him. It's dark. I need to get back to my truck, which is like another 1.5 miles away. So I need to not from where like I shot the deer, but like from where I like ended up.
Yeah.
So I get back over. I'm like, I'm gonna head out here next morning. I knew it was private property. I knew like the neighborhood says private property and no hunting or whatever. I'm like, I'm not hunting. I'm trying to recover.
Right.
So I go over here, I park in this fucking like dirt lot, and I like start hiking out there, randomly like hiking out to like where the last blood I saw. I find a bed in this fucking ditch.
Had to be him.
It was 100% him.
Yeah.
It had just like a little spot of blood. I'm like, this is him, and it's like another like 30 or 40. Well, it's probably more than that. Maybe somewhere between 50 and 100 yards.
Okay.
From where the last blood I saw the night before.
Yeah.
Just randomly. I just got lucky. And then all of a sudden this lady comes up to me and she like comes hiking out. She's like, hello. And I'm like, I'm just going to talk to her. I'm like, I'm not going to hide. Like my truck's out here. Like, what am I going to fucking do?
What ethnicity was this person?
White as fuck.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
No, she was nice. She was super sweet. So I go up to her. I'm like, hey, so I was hunting in this area over here. He came up over the mountain, came into your neighborhood. I'm just tracking. I don't have my bow on me. I don't have anything on me. I'm wearing like a gray t-shirt. I'm like, I'm not wearing hunting gear.
Smart, yeah.
I'm like, I'm just here to track this deer. Yeah. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, this is private property, but I also don't want this deer to suffer. Like, she's like really sweet lady.
Cool. Yeah.
Really sweet lady. So she's like, "Well, can we like keep looking?" Like she like thinks we're gonna find this deer, and I'm like, "Well, I mean, this is I found a bed, and I like brought her to the spot I found because I like after like I heard her like yelling for me, like I walked to her and was like,
smart.
Hey, this is me. Hey, I know this is private property. I shot a deer over here. He came over here. I tracked him. I found a bloody bed over here. You know, I was like, I know he's over here. I'm like, I'm just tracking. I'm not hunting back here. I know you guys don't want hunters back here. I get it. And I'm like, if you want me to like just leave, I'll leave. Like this is your guys' neighborhood. Like if you want me to leave, I'll leave.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, well, I just don't want him to suffer. Blah blah blah. So we're over here, and she's like, and then like she gets a phone call. One of her neighbors called the cops. I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine. I'll talk to the cops. I'm like, I'm a grown up. I'm like, this is what happened.
You got nothing to hide.
I have nothing to hide. Right. And so we're looking, and then all of a sudden, like neighbors come, and they're like, one neighbor comes, and you can tell he's like a wannabe cop or like an ex-cop, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was just the vibe he kind of gave off to me. He was kind of like, you know how like cops will ask you like the same question like 10 times trying to get you to trip up?
Yeah.
He was doing that. And then all of a sudden he like takes off in the hills, like, because I was telling him like, oh, I tracked blood, blah, 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 and that was the last place I saw blood, blah, blah. And he starts hiking up there, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what is this guy, like a Cherokee tracker? Like he thinks he's going to walk up there and just find the trail.
He's going to feel the ground.
Yeah, he's going to find it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whatever, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead. He comes back and he's like, oh, I saw some knocked over bushes. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, I think they went north. I think he went north. And I'm like, okay. Even though I saw a bed this direction. And like, deer.
Did the deer like gain 3,000 pounds to knock over bushes, or?
Fuck yeah. I mean, to be fair, they do that, but like,
not, you know,
when they're injured, they're generally looking for the path of least resistance. So they're not usually running over bushes, but they're like, they'll leave blood on bushes. So you'll like see blood on like a leaf or something, or like a drop of blood on a rock or something like that. Like that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Or a bed. Sometimes they'll just bed down and they'll like leave a little blood in their bed. I'm like, this is their most recent bed. I'm like marking spots as I'm like tracking this deer, like the night before. So I'm like, from where the blood was coming and where I stopped and then where I found blood this morning, it's like, it's a straight fucking line into the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I'm like, he probably went straight into this fucking neighborhood. And the guy's like, oh, I saw a knocked over, but I'm like, okay. Whatever Cherokee checker, you know, like, I'm like, whatever, bro.
Yeah.
It was just like laughable that he thought like he would walk up there and like find, like corroborate my story.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, and I told him, I was like, I'll take you to it. I have it marked on my phone. Like I can show you the GPS. Like I could show you where the blood was, but he didn't want anything to do with that. He was like nice enough, but he was just kind of like commando.
Yeah. Commando.
That's what he like reminded me of, like Mr. Commando over here. And he's like, I could tell you're a good guy, but I mean, the reality of the situation is you were trespassing. Like, I know.
No, not until they ask you to leave.
Well, I wasn't going to start a fight with anybody, but I'm like, technically, you have to ask me to leave, and you have to give me the opportunity to leave. Yep. He blocked the road.
Oh, he can't do that.
He can't do that.
No.
But I'm sitting here, I'm like, hey, let these fucking people come.
So he didn't let you leave? He blocked your exit?
He wasn't telling me I couldn't leave.
No, but he blocked your exit.
He did block the exit. So I'm like, in my mind, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, if it really comes down to it, unlawful, what's it called? Not kidnapping, but
detention.
Yeah, like he's detaining me unlawfully.
He is.
Yep. Everyone in the neighborhood is.
Yep.
Some old fucking crusty fucking guy comes up and he's like, I'm doing everything I can not to punch you. I'm gonna walk away. And this guy's like 80.
Yeah.
And I'm like giggling in my head. I'm like, please do.
Borderline assault.
Yeah.
Borderline.
I mean, legitimately, it is assault. So it's not battery.
Unlawful detention, assault, and if they told you to move somewhere against your will, that's also kidnapping.
Yeah. Which they didn't.
Yeah.
Like the lady and the commando guy. The lady was sweet. She even brought me water.
Aw.
Yeah, she was very sweet.
Yeah.
She's like, we have problems out here with hunters. And I'm like, I get it. You probably do.
Yeah.
Like, because it's a perfect area for deer. Yeah. So I'm like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. The guy's like, and he's like playing commando, but I'm like, whatever, dude, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play along with your story.
Commando.
Like,
It's so
yeah, I'm
funny.
like, whatever. I'm not like worried about it. I'm like, I'm waiting to like, all right, when the sheriff comes, they're gonna take my side on this because you never really gave me the opportunity to leave, and I'm trying. I'll leave. I told them every person I talked to, I'm like, hey, if you guys want me to fuck off, I will fuck off.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to track this deer. I'm trying to do what's right for the deer. I'll fuck off though.
Yeah.
And then the Game and Fish comes. But the guy who's like, I'm doing everything I can not to punch you in the face. I'm like, do
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best of luck to you.
Then I'll fuck all of you up.
Yeah.
It's like this fucking old crusty guy, this skinny wannabe commando, and an old lady. Which she was sweet.
Right.
I'm not like
She
saying,
would be the last one you'd punch.
yeah, I'm not. I will punch her, but she'll be the last one.
She's the last.
And then finally the fucking community leader. Like they don't have a what's it called, homeowners association, but they have a community association, which is kind of the same thing. He comes up and he's like, I was a lawyer. I'm gonna sue you for everything. And I'm like,
okay.
I'm like, okay, bud.
All right.
Whatever.
You ready to win $58?
Yeah. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm not going to talk to you. And like, we're waiting for the cops to show up. We're waiting for the Game and Fish. And they called the Game and Fish. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah.
Because the Game and Fish are going to take my side.
Yeah.
They understand. Like,
Sure.
They're not idiots. And they're legit police officers.
Yeah, they are. No, they're AZ Post officers.
They can arrest you.
Yeah.
Like, you can go to jail from an AZ a Game and Fish warrant, warden. So I'm like, please, I can't fucking wait. So I'm like sitting here waiting. And like, so like the commando guy, the guy who threatened to punch me, and then the fucking like the lawyer, they're all like talking about like community shit. Not even about hunting. I'm just kind of like standing here waiting, like maybe like 30, 50 feet away from them, like not listening, but totally listening.
Yeah.
And they're like talking about like this community like meeting they just had and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, and it ends up like the fucking guy who wants to fight me and then the fucking lawyer end up motherfuckering each other. Like, fuck you, fuck, blah, 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 blah. He's like, you're the reason, blah, blah. And then the cop guy is like kind of like trying to like be the peacekeeper. And he's like, you guys have been friends for blah, blah, blah. He's like, you don't leave on these terms. And like the one guy fucks off. And then he comes back and they end up making up or whatever. I'm like,
I'd have been like, I agree with Sean. You sound like a fucking asshole. None of my business, but Sean seems like a fucking asshole.
But they're all
yeah.
Like the commando guy was like cool enough.
Yeah. Commando guy.
and then the lady was a sweetheart.
Yeah.
And then the two other the old crusty guys were all fucking like wanting to fucking like, kill each other. Yeah, throw hands or whatever. And then like the cops and the game warden, they like kind of like show up more or less at the same time, and like they're kind of driving up the thing, and it's like, that's the hunter, and we want to press charges. That's what the lawyer guy says.
Yeah.
And I'm like, roll my eyes. Fuck you.
You're welcome.
That was Amy.
That was my beautiful wife.
So like they're like, that's the guy, and we want to press charges. And you could just tell that like the cop and like it was a game warden and his like trainee.
Yeah.
And they're walking up and they're just like,
what the fuck, dude?
They've dealt with people like this before. Like they probably deal with it all the time.
Yeah.
Right. And they're walking up and they're like, yes, sir. Well, do you mind if we have a conversation with him without you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, all right, tell me the story. Tell me what happened. And I'm like, the sheriff lets the game warden take the lead.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, so here's the pic. I have Onyx, so I'm like, this is where I shot the deer. I'm like showing him like the blood trail spots. I tracked him like up over. He came up over the saddle. He dropped in right here. I'm like pointing at the mountain where he came in. That was the last place I saw him, which was not on private property. Yeah. It was still on state trust land.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then it got dark last night, so I bailed. And I'm like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't want to fucking do that hike again this morning. So I'm like, maybe I'll park in here. I'm like, I'm not gonna hunt back here. I left my bow in my car. Like, I'm not wearing hunting gear. I'm like out here just to track this deer.
Yeah.
And so like I come over here and they're like, okay, cool, we're gonna go check the signage. And like, so like the game warden essentially basically is like, well, the signage says like no hunting in this area.
Yeah.
But it's like each property unit, like each parcel has to have a sign, like very obviously marked signage that says no hunting. And they only have it for the community. They don't have it for each parcel.
Oh.
So technically I got off on a technicality.
Yeah.
But like I had the feeling that the game warden was going to let me off anyways, because he was like, you were doing the right thing. You were tracking this deer. You were trying to like make sure that like you recovered this deer. Yeah. Like you did your due. He even told me, he's like, you did your. It's obvious that you did your due diligence.
Now can you get the fuck out of here so I can go back to my job?
Yeah. No. I mean, like he's like they obviously don't want you here. You didn't like know that they didn't want you in this spot. So like now you know you can't. It's like I wouldn't recommend you coming back here.
Yeah. Fine.
Yeah, and then like he's basically like, all right, so you have to get out of here. And it was funny is that like I had to like drive out the road that all of these fucking neighbors are at.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, they're pressing charges. This guy's gonna get arrested. And I'm like driving out, and I'm like, see ya. But like,
bye, bitches.
The funny thing is like, so like as like the game warden and his trainee come up, they see my truck. I have obviously like a jiu-jitsu sticker on my car or whatever. The girl's like the trainee. She's like, how long you been at that school? And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, the jiu-jitsu school. Oh, it's like, oh, that's in Mesa. I've been training there for almost 13 or 14 years now. They're like, oh, cool. We just did a jiu-jitsu training program with all the game wardens or whatever.
Yeah.
Like some guy in Tucson, I guess, apparently Nick ended up telling me like some guy in Tucson ended up like was teaching like jiu-jitsu to like the game wardens or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So like, oh, cool. But I didn't know that at the time. I was just like, oh yeah, I've been training here for whatever. And she told me like, oh, they just did like this your jiu-jitsu program or whatever. Cool. And I'm like, after she said that, I'm like, I'm good.
Yep, you're totally good.
In my mind, I'm like, I'm good.
Totally good.
Yeah.
You don't turn on each other.
Yeah. So they go back, they do like kind of like their like investigation, like checking the signage and all that kind of stuff. He comes up to me and he's like, all right, like, I know you did your due diligence. They don't want hunters back here. They've had a big problem. We're out here a lot.
Yeah.
Sheriff was like, yeah. Another sheriff ended up showing up, and he's like, yeah, we get called out here a lot for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like they know, they're like just like
they're just pricks.
Yeah, but the cops.
But they want to be left alone, right? They just want to be left alone.
And I told them, I was like, hey, I fucking get it. You guys have a sweet spot back here. It's beautiful. Yeah. Like if you guys want me to fuck off, I am. See ya.
Yeah.
Like I get it. I wasn't hunting. I was just recovering.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like hunting back here or hiking around back here or whatever, and they tell me this whole shit. What are you doing? I'm holding. What? You use this plastic thing. Oh, quit being a bitch. All right. Anyways, so like after it's all said and done, I'm basically told you gotta leave. You just gotta leave.
Yeah.
The game warden tells me, he's like, the signage technically doesn't mark this particular parcel as like you can't hunt here.
Yeah.
He's like, they don't want you here. You have to leave. I'm like, understood. Thank you, officer. See you later.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm like, hey, by the way, do you happen to know Nick Thompson? And he's like, oh yeah, I work with Nick all the time because he's technically I think he was technically unit 21.
Okay,
maybe whatever. He's like, I work with Nick all the time, and I was like, oh cool. And I was like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah. I used to train jiu-jitsu with him. He's up in Cottonwood now, and blah blah blah. Just kind of shooting the shit. But anyways, have a great day. See you later. And Nick calls me like 3 hours, 5 hours later. Right. He's like, so or he was texting me. He's like, so I heard you talk to John or whatever the fuck his name was, and I was like, yeah, and I told Nick the whole story, and he's like, yeah, he told me he mentioned that you didn't say you didn't mention my name until after everything was done, and I was like, I'm not the kind of guy who's gonna like, hey, I know cops, can you let me off? I was like, I was ready to like eat the ticket, I was ready to take the trespassing ticket.
It is what it is.
I'm a fucking adult,
and
then Nick and I talked about it, and he was just like, dude, if I had $1 for every fucking trespassing ticket, I'd be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Like, not trespassing ticket, but trespassing complaint.
Call. Yeah. It's one of those things like, okay, yes, you're trespassing, but you're not criminally trespassing. Like, you even offered to leave several times.
Yeah. I told every single person I talked to, I know you guys don't want us back here. I'm not actively hunting out here. I'm just tracking. If you want me out, I'll fucking leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in the back of my mind, I'm like, if I have to pay a ticket, I'll pay a ticket. Also, you're kind of holding me against my will.
You kind of are. You're blocking my exit. I was just saying.
In my mind, I was like, I really wanted to be like, thanks for kidnapping me.
Yeah. I'd have been to the
lawyer.
sheriff. I would have gone to the sheriff like, look, dude, I've offered to leave 5 different times and they blocked blocked my exit.
I had told the game warden too, is like, hey, look, I came back here just to track. This lady came up to me. I think her name was like Linda or something or whatever. Good old Linda. She was a sweetheart. I was like, I told her, I was like, I get it. You guys probably have people poaching back here all the time. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
I left my bow in my car because I didn't want anybody to think I was actively hunting back here.
Yeah.
I'm literally blood tracking right now.
Yeah.
That's it. And I told her, I was like, if you want me out of here, I'll leave.
Yeah.
I made sure to tell him that. I'm like, I'll leave. I'll fuck off. But like, it was so funny. Like, I still think about it and I'm like, God, I wish I would have like kind of stoked the fire with the guy who's like,
sure.
if that, the guy was like, I wish I could punch you. I'm going to punch you in the face. I'm like, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it, bud. But I'm like, I just wanted to like, I'm trying to respect the community as much as I can. Like,
sure,
I get it. I get it. Because I'm sure these motherfuckers get like a bunch of assholes just driving up here, hunting the area.
Yeah. Right outside their neighborhood.
To be fair, their area probably sucks for hunting.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, unless you know a deer's back there, like, it's just not the area to hunt in.
Right.
It just happened. I shot this deer and he went over into the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But it was just like such a fucking shit show. But like, Nick was like, John or whatever. I think his name is John. Maybe he's like he has nothing but good. He said you're a cool dude. He's like you didn't even bring up my name until like after everything was done.
Yeah.
He's like he has respect for you. And he's
cool.
like, thanks.
That's cool.
I mean, like that's how I try to conduct myself.
But
like,
you had nothing to hide. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You weren't doing the wrong thing.
Like, I know I fucked up trespassing.
Sure.
But I like wasn't like trying to hunt in someone's backyard.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know. Yeah. And honestly, like that was the first time I've ever lost a deer that I've shot.
Yeah. That's a bummer, man.
It is a bummer. He was a good deer. I told the guy, and even like the game warden. The cool thing about the game warden was like, "Do you have the arrow on you?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he was like, wanted to look at the arrow because like you can tell like what you shot generally from like you can tell like if it's
what part of the body you hit.
Yeah, generally like if you hit like the liver or like the guts, there'll usually be like some sort of like gut matter on it.
Yeah,
you know, or you can smell it and you can tell like.
There'll be bowel.
Yeah, and it was like it was a clean blood shot. Like it was all blood on it, but it was like definitely low. So I'm like, I'm sure the deer's fine because like so I thought back on it and it's like where I shot him was like basically like halfway between like front legs and back legs, but like low. Mm-hmm. And like generally speaking, that's
so was he facing away from you basically?
No, he was broadside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was basically back and low. Which is where the stomach is, but if his stomach, you'd have like that stomach bile on it. You'd have like usually like they almost deer eat everything, so like you'll have like some green matter on it. Like it's not like just red.
Right.
So like I hit him low, and I'm like I probably just hit him right in like that meat right below his like his sternum essentially.
Yeah.
So it's like
he'll live.
He was hurting.
Yeah.
But he'll live.
He'll live. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I was trying to.
He's gonna have some stories to tell though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
And I was talking to the lady was really cool. Like the one that was like, I don't want him to suffer.
Yeah.
Like she was very interested in like, so how do you track a deer? How do you do this? And I was like explaining, I was like, so you're looking for like just spots of blood on like rocks. And I'm like, and I showed her like the bed spot. I'm like, you can see how like, this is obviously a bed spot. Like all the plantation is like matted down.
Yep.
And you can see like, there's a little bit of blood right here. And then there's a second blood spot, like he totally bedded and then rebedded.
Yeah.
And I showed her, I was like, so this spot is like dirt, but you can see how it's kind of like matted down, like the dirt's kind of packed a little bit, but there's like kind of this wet spot where it's like, it's not obvious that it's blood, but like if you're looking for blood, you can kind of tell.
Yeah.
So I was showing her, it's like, this is what you look for. And like in general, like most deer when they're hurt, they are going downhill. They don't usually go uphill, and they're looking for the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
And they don't generally like zigzag a bunch. They're like kind of like beelining it to a good comfy spot,
a safe space.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is like I was like showing her. I was like, this is where he came over the hill, and I'm like, I saw blood there, and I'm like kind of like visualizing it for her.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, I see. And she was like really interested, like wanting
cool,
to
man.
learn.
Yeah. That's
and
cool.
like for a non-hunter to want to like understand like the process.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously it's not ideal, but it
Sure.
fucking happens.
Yeah.
And I was explaining to her, I'm like, I've killed deer where they have puncture wounds from where they were fighting.
Oh yeah.
Because like when they're fighting, what do you think those things are for show?
No.
Like their antlers are for them to like tell other deer to fuck off.
Yeah.
Like they're literally trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
You know, like I've killed deer where they have puncture wounds in their side from antlers.
Wow.
And I was like, this happens a lot.
Yeah.
It's like, honestly, like they're tough animals.
Yeah.
Especially anything that lives in the desert's tough.
Sure. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's a very strong possibility that he's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like he's got a hole in him, but like that's not anything new to a deer that's in the rut, especially. Yeah. So it's just like, it sucks. Like I didn't recover the deer. It sucks. He went into the neighborhood and this whole shit happened, but he's probably fine.
It is what it is. Yeah.
He's probably fine.
Right on, man. You want to call it?
Sure. How many hours have we gone?
I don't know. It's 9, whatever, something. It's late at night.
Fuck it.
It's midnight. All right, everybody. If you love the podcast or if you hate the podcast, please like and subscribe. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and all the other socials. And you can find our podcast anywhere podcasts can be consumed. Is that the right word? Consumed?
Injected?
Injected?
Inseminated.
Not inseminated.
Also, tell Alex not to ever do this fire pit again.
I love the fire pit, dude. We just got to do a better job. I think the logs have to be smaller.
We need to have some idiot over here to fucking stoke the fire.
Yeah.
Hey, Shackelford.
Shackelford,
That's
get
your
on
job.
it. Rusty Shackelford. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. See ya.
Bye.
Hey, everybody, if you want to support the podcast, please support us by buying Salt Electrolytes. They are the best electrolyte supplement on the market, and use code Foxcast15 at checkout.
That sounds
Foxcast15 at checkout.
Also, if you want to support the podcast,
Don't say it. Don't say it. You're going to say something really stupid. Dude, I just did an awesome promo.
buy us whiskey.
Buy us whiskey. Ooh, yes. Dude, Buffalo Trace is cheap.
Yeah, it's like $24.
$24.